Live from the Toad Hop Network studios
in Hollywood. This is the ToadHopNetwork.com.
It is strongly addictive.
Radio worth watching.
Radio worth watching.
Play that shit, homie. That's right. What do we got going on? It's the Schmoes Know podcast, ladies and gentlemen. 2013, baby.
The boys are back in town. We're going to Dino's Bar and Grill.
We are not.
Blood will be spilled. That is Christian. I am Mark Ellis. Happy 13, everybody.
Holy crap, we made it, Schmoville. It's
barely, but we're here.
We made
still.
it. Listen,
another year.
It is really great to be back here. Mark, it's the first time you and I have been back on the podcast together in quite a little while.
We took some time off, Christian. You flew out. You had a very nice friend of yours drop your whole family off at LAX at 5 in the morning.
Who's that?
On December 20th to go to New York for a
Mark
while.
Riley?
No, that was actually me. I rolled out of bed, took Christian to the airport. He spent Christmas with his family in New York. I spent Christmas all up along and down the East Coast. And then, Christian.
Yes, sir.
I rang in the New Year on stage.
With who?
In Dallas.
In enemy territory.
In enemy territory, a day after the Redskins beat the Cowboys to get into the playoffs.
Congratulations. I'm not going to clap, but I'll...
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Can I talk now and say congrats?
You can in a second. You can in a second.
I'll
be here in the corner.
Is a big Redskins fan.
Yeah.
So that's me. And Christian, how did you celebrate your New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
I went to bed. It was 2012. I woke up. It was 2013. I have a 1-year-old, and that is the way we celebrate New Year's. But that's not what we're talking about. Jeff the Engineer, thank you very much for the music. We're very happy to be back. Jeff the Engineer, we'd like to thank Jeff, as always, for ringing in the new year.
The Thin Lizzy is not just for you and me. The boys, us, are back in town, but the whole crew is here. We got interns, we got producers, we got engineers.
Yep, we have Ken the producer. Ken Napzok, stick your big mug in there. What's going on, buddy? How are you, man? How was your New Year's?
I am very happy to have both you back, so
Thank
I can
you,
have the
sir.
fans stop complaining about me co-hosting.
You did, by the way, as much as I bust your balls, you did a fantastic job last week. While Mark left and you and Gray were here, it was very entertaining. I watched from New York. It was great. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. So we're going to introduce our very good friend who you guys out in Schmoville, if you know our website, schmoesknow.com, this man writes a weekly column, and I'm very happy to announce he is going to be a permanent writer on the Schmoes Know podcast.
Wow.
He's going to be doing some new bits and everything, and that's Mr. Mark Riley.
Hi, everyone.
What's up, Mark Riley?
Hey, thanks for finally mentioning me.
Well, listen, it was a nice build-up. The audience,
it was. I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited to write for you guys.
We're happy about it. I mean, that's going to entail like you coming up with some new movie bits and stuff that Mark and I can try out and Ken can try out. And so here's what today's show is all about, kids. This is what we're going to do. We are going to do a best and worst of 2012 and then most anticipated as well. And we're going to talk about all these things and see if we can just kind of get back. We did a top 10 list on our YouTube channel.
We did our favorite movies of the year, and then we also did our least favorite of the year, actually the worst of the year, as Christian likes to say, the piss piles, shit bombs. And so we're going to go
around the room.
Yeah,
we're going to do the Kenny's going to talk about his, Mr. Riley's going to talk about his.
Nice.
And now listen.
And Schmoville's going to get to talk about theirs, too.
Of course they will.
Tweet us,
call us. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is something else that I want to talk about. Speaking of best, we have had, over the last couple months, an intern. I'd say the best intern.
Yeah.
A very good intern.
The guy that brings us beer when we
listen,
he's a very nice person.
Listen, Mark Riley, if you don't mind, can I have you move to the seat over there for a second?
No problem.
I'd like to get in Josh the Intern here. I want to talk to Josh. He's become a Schmoville favorite. Hello, welcome back. Give him some. You got some cans for this guy?
Yeah, I forgot the name, but now I see the face, and I'm like, that is the guy that I know.
It's Josh the Intern, and now look, now here's the thing with Josh the Intern. Now, when he came in, we're like, okay, this guy's good. He's not creepy. He got slapped in the face by Piper. He took it like a man.
Which was awesome.
It was great. But the thing that he did well was that he has been, like, solid on, like, the YouTube. Schmo Plus is what we do. We have he's been solid on there, Ellis.
Yeah, he's been solid on Schmo Plus. He has editing and video skills
and movie knowledge skills.
What you would think just looking at the guy.
Yes.
I look at the guy, I think, here's $5, get off the sauce, get yourself into a
like
home.
Daniel Craig in Bond.
Absolutely.
Right.
You stop it with the alcohol.
I'm sorry.
But then you see Josh, and you know when Josh comes to play the most is when Josh feels like a threatened mongoose.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well,
like he's in the jungle, then he sees a cobra, and he's like, now I wake up.
I like where you're going with this, because this is a great thing. Now, Josh was out one week, and we had Joe the Intern in here. Now, look. Here's the thing, though. I will say this.
Gives great shoulder massages.
Now, that was the thing, and then they had a back and forth. They had like a Twitter war. If you haven't followed Josh at Schmoes Intern, check him out. Now, you've been wiping the floor with this guy left and right with your tweets and everything too. Now, but I got to say this: you guys did speaking of our best of list. Oh yeah. You guys did a best of video on Schmo Plus, and I have to tell you, you guys had chemistry.
Yeah, the worst guys get along sometimes.
And that's
it
the
was
thing.
like Rocky and Apollo in the hospital after they just laid thunder down on each other. It's like, hey, I actually don't dislike this guy all that much.
It got me thinking.
Oh, that's always dangerous.
It's dangerous. It got me. It got because look, the thing is, I get the back and forth and everything. It's got to end though. The reason why it's got to end is because you guys.
There can be only one.
No. It's not that. It's the fact that you worked well together. I want to see you guys work together more. I want to see you guys go on we're right on Hollywood Boulevard. You can interview people together, and I don't care. You're the more knowledgeable one. But listen, can you do me a favor? Can you bring in our special guest that we have?
Ooh, yeah.
Special guest.
Are you you saw our special guest? Are you happy about our special
very
guest?
Attractive.
Yeah, here is our special guest right now.
Yeah.
Bring her in. Turn around. Oh, wait a minute. It's Joe the Intern, ladies and gentlemen. Joe the Intern is here. Joe, all right, now both Joe the Intern and Josh the Intern. Joe, how are you, my friend? Stick your face. This is your mic too today. Here,
they have to share mics.
You have to shut. Now look, we're gonna
share mics.
Now Schmoville, tweet in here because you know what's going on here. Now here's the thing, Josh. Here's the thing. Right. Now because of the great chemistry you two characters had, now I want you. You are still number one. There's no doubt about it. He's been wiping the floor with you in tweets and everything. He's been killing you.
I won't disagree.
Okay, he's been killing
you. You know how you can tell this is because of the uniforms they're currently wearing. Josh has a shirt that says Eagle, okay?
Yeah.
That means like independence and freedom.
Right.
High.
The Joe is wearing a Voltron shirt, which means, hey, let's combine forces and see if we can be pals.
He's a political. Now here's what we
like that, Mark.
But
that's good.
Here's what we thought of now. We need to end this feud once and for all. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so here's how we're going to do it.
Because we're sick of seeing it on our Twitter feed.
Exactly. I'm sick of it. Now here's what you guys have to agree on. If you don't agree, then we can't do it. We're going to do a movie trivia battle right now.
Bring it on.
Mm-hmm. Now, wait, don't just say bring it on. You don't know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Just wait a minute. Movie trivia.
I like your spunk.
Yeah, I like it too. Now, here's how this is going to work. You're going to go to 5. You have to win by 2. Okay, you're going to have 4 people that you can choose from. You can say Mark Riley. We'll tell you again, Mark Riley, and you have to say Riley or Ellis so we don't get confused here. Yeah. Mark Riley has 15 questions. Ellis has 10. Kenny has 10. I have 20. So you can say Harlaw, you can say Christian, 16, whatever, and then you get the point. You can steal it. We'll explain the rules as we go. And then, so here's what you win, okay? If you win, the winner gets to sit in for a full half of the show, talk about their best and their worst in that chair as a guest. The loser has to treat that person like they are Katie Sackhoff. They have to go get them beers.
Like they're an intern. Can I ask a question, by the way?
Yeah.
Do we have an intern that's currently on duty? Because I would love a lager.
Well, we're gonna.
Can I not get a beer while they're getting asked trivia questions?
We should.
Yes, I would like a beer too, please.
Now, before we do that, we have one more thing that you guys are.
Reason why these mooks got hired.
Yeah, there's one more reason now. Now, do you both accept the terms here? Okay. So you both accept the terms. I love it. There's one more thing that I'm going to.
Those give good shoulder rubs, right?
Yeah,
it's happening here.
But boys, you guys have to listen to Christian right now because there is one more kind of
stipulation to where the schmover out there
to this rule.
Now we also talked about this too. We're going to do predictions on who we think is going to win. Mm-hmm. I said I think Josh the Intern is going to win by a score of 5-2. That's my prediction. Mm-hmm. Joe, you might prove me wrong. Mark.
Yeah, to be honest, both of these dummies can't get to 3. All right, I think 2-0 by default.
All right, so now I want to introduce someone else here. Kristen, come on in. This is the camera right here. Actress Kristen Deluca is here.
Yay! Hey, all right. Finally, somebody brought a chick to the party.
Now, here's also what you win. If the winner wins, gets 5-2, we have not interviewed Kristen Deluca in quite a while. She's going to do the interview sitting on the winner's lap. So,
hey guys,
can I just stab him now?
Can you stab him now? Yes, you can. And so that is our
the looks on their faces priceless.
Right. Did you guys just hear?
There was a moment of
what you can win. You can win a actress, somebody who's been in magazines looking hot, sitting on your lap, talking about whatever the hell you guys ask her. Now, I would also like to point out this, that Kristen, I knew she was a good actress. She's a great actress because she saw what you guys look like, and she still acts like she's having a good time right now. So, my word.
Yeah,
Meryl Streep,
she didn't know. I totally lied when she asked what you guys looked like. All right, so here
he said that they look like Ellis.
Yeah, I did. Okay, all right, so here's how we're going to go.
The beers are here.
The beers are here.
Sorry.
We're ready to go.
Everybody,
This is how you do
Bud Light commercial.
2013. This is how you do it. All right, so we're going to start the show off now, and there's also going to be, if you ask my question as well, depending on what question you ask, Kristen will also ask the question.
Yeah, now let me just recap this for all of our home listeners who aren't here in the studio drinking beers with us like it's a bad frat party in a spring break movie you see on Comedy Central 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Now, Christian, for the home viewers, we have Josh the Intern versus Joe the Intern.
Right.
They're going to be doing movie trivia. The winner gets to hang out with the Schmoes, which is a prize in and of itself. Plus, they're going to get a hot model sitting on their lap answering questions being interviewed by us. Now,
wait. So who's everybody? So who do you have? Real quick, who do you have the winning?
I have Josh the Intern winning
Score.
5-4. 5-3.
5-3. Kenny.
I'm going to go with the underdog here, Joe.
Okay, score.
6-5 in a close one.
You're dead.
Jeff the engineer.
Right there.
Josh, score.
Gotta go, Josh. I'm gonna go. It's gonna 5-0.
5-0 blowout.
Shut up.
Makugu's standing in the background.
I'm pointing to the rafters.
Joe the Intern with the Steeler hat, 6'4".
6-4. Okay,
Wow.
Mark Riley.
Josh the Intern, 5. I think it's close though. 5-4.
And
or 5-3.
Kristen Deluca, who do you got?
What if it's a tie and then we have to do a tiebreaker?
Okay, you have to win by 2. So you got to win by 2. So who out of the two of them, you don't know anything about these two mutts. Who do you think is going to win? That's Josh. That's Joe. Josh, what's the score?
How many questions are we doing?
There's a ton of
The winner
takes.
You have to win.
We have some
5.
hard trivia coming in too.
All right, that's okay. That's all right. So we're gonna. She's saying Josh. I'm going to say she thinks Josh 5-3.
Okay.
All right.
And she just met you guys, so again, she's a little, I mean, like, when you see these guys show up to your door, they're not Jehovah's Witnesses. They're telling you that they're new in your town, and they did some bad stuff to a teenager one time, so don't borrow furniture from them.
She just
All right.
looked the
So
nerdiest.
how about this? Quiet, Matt Brown. All right. How about you guys? Who do you think is going to win? Joe or Josh? Tweet in. Are we ready to start the game? All right,
Yeah.
so because Josh the Intern he's been here longer, he's going to go first.
Christian, I got to tell them the rules real quick, okay? If you're asked a trivia question, then you get to answer it. If you don't get it right, then the other person can steal it. However, so you don't, it's not a panic thing. You don't have to beat the other guy unless there's certain bombs in in everybody's question that if you guys pick the wrong number, then it's a free-for-all. So just be aware that's going to happen.
But you only have about 8 seconds or so to answer. We're going to sit here.
I mean, hurry the hell up because we're not giving the whole damn podcast to you guys.
Let's do it. So Josh right now is the favorite by a long shot. Okay, here we go. So Josh, what question do you pick? Who do you pick? What number? Go.
I'm going to start with Mark.
What number?
19.
He doesn't have 19. He only has 10.
He already got it wrong.
Well, he has 10 questions.
10 questions.
What number?
Yeah, 10
Mark.
7.
Number 7. Here is your question.
Joe Theismann, number 7.
Here you go. Mark. You don't have your questions.
No, I don't. I have no idea what the number is.
Really
7.
good. Really good.
Yeah.
All right. So Mark here, you got to ask. You're supposed to ask your question, dude. This is terrible already.
Well, I got it. You want me to read it?
Yeah, Riley, you asked.
All right, 7.
You gotta have
Riley.
your-
Which celebrity has hosted the Oscars the most times?
Jeff?
Gotta say Billy Crystal.
Yeah, is that
That
your
is
final answer?
incorrect. And now Joe can steal.
Joe can steal it.
Bob Hope.
That is the correct answer.
Wait, I need to announce something else here too. Is that is one of the very few questions where there's a follow-up. So
Yes.
Joe can actually get 2 points right off the
Oh,
bat
yeah,
right here.
right.
If you get the exact, what is the exact number of times that Bob Hope
Wow.
hosted the Oscars? The exact number of times that the legend Bob Hope.
I want to say 9.
18.
That's incorrect.
So I get half a point.
No, you have one. You have 1 point. It's one.
You got
It's
1 point.
1-0.
Yeah.
Now it goes back to Josh the Intern. Josh, where are you going?
Ken, what's your numbers?
10.
1 through 10.
2.
What happened there?
Let's
Gary?
go.
What happened there?
I'm letting you,
Question number 2. What car does Richard Gere's character have trouble driving in the motion picture Pretty Woman?
Kristen knows.
Chick flicks is like my weakness.
Oh, stop. Wow. Tyson's getting rocked by Buster Douglas.
First 3 rounds are rough. I don't know.
Joe, the intern for the steal, or you can steal, or you can pick a new category.
I'm going to go ahead and pick a new category.
Okay. New
Nice.
category.
No idea.
Okay, new category.
Um,
All right, Kristen, would you like to answer?
It's a lotus.
It is a lotus.
Okay. I got to ask a question here. If neither one of these guys can figure out how to peel a banana, can Kristen sit in my lap during the interview?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Wow.
So here we go. Joe, category, number.
Christian.
Yes, sir.
Me, number 4.
Number 4.
Ooh.
All right.
I know his is going to be
Christian's
4.
are.
I know.
I've seen Christian's
who was
questions.
a cinematographer, 1932. I know.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I was in geometry.
What is Leonardo DiCaprio's name in Inception? His character name. Last name's fine. Schmoes knows.
We should have taken their phones away so they can't cheat.
No, I'm watching. They're not cheating.
No idea. You guys are embarrassing. All right, Josh, do you know or you want a new category?
It's on the tip of my tongue, but new category.
All
I'm
right,
not gonna risk
okay.
it.
All right, who do you got? I like the ballsy move by you, though, going for the hard
I want to
question.
challenge Christian 4.
I have 20 questions. You just did 4.
You did 4?
Yeah, that's...
Can you please
19.
pay attention?
19.
Please
Another
pay
Leonardo
attention.
DiCaprio.
That's too much
What was Leonardo?
All Christian's questions are about
There's
Leonardo
only two.
DiCaprio. by the way.
There's only 2 of them. It's because Kristen's here. All right.
go.
All right. Who is Leonardo? What is Leonardo DiCaprio's friend's name in Titanic?
His last name is not the intern.
Francisco?
No. Joe the Intern for the steal?
I don't know.
Oh, you guys are pathetic.
It's all chick questions. Like
So,
the Titanic, Pretty Woman?
So it's an even playing field.
Hey.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just going to switch.
Switch, okay?
Yeah. It was
Kenny.
Fabrizio.
Matt Brown, call me Roy,
Yeah.
got it right.
Yeah.
That's close.
All right.
Ken.
I knew it with that.
Ken, what
My
number?
dear friend.
What number?
Give me a 7.
7.
Number 7.
Number 7 from Ken's list. What movie did Ron Howard not direct? Splash, Ransom, or Mr. Mom?
Oh, his eyes got big there.
Wow, look at that.
That means the wheels
Look
turn.
at Josh the Intern got confident there. Look
Yeah.
at him. He's ready.
That's a multiple choice.
Go with Mr. Mom.
There you go!
Oh, man.
Whoa, we have an underdog
Joe the
here.
Intern.
not getting
Getting
multiple
close.
2-0.
All right,
Wow.
2-0. Josh the Intern. This is heating up. Josh the Intern.
That was
Josh,
fixed.
What,
That
no,
was easy.
Fixed. What do you got? Come on, Josh. Josh.
Ken.
2-0.
Ken 11.
He doesn't have an 11. He has 10. You got -1 for that.
Who's got the numbers?
1 to 10.
It's the same. It's
10, 10, 20, 15.
All right, Mark 9.
Which one?
9.
Ellis?
All right. Riley.
-1 point.
I mean, Ellis 9. What's my last name? All right. This
I'm
is for
Riley.
Josh the
I'm
Intern,
Riley.
and he may get on the board with this one. George Clooney's character in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou employed what hair care product?
You think anyone knows this?
Oh,
I think I know
the
it.
Twitter
All right,
feed is.
Kristen might get it too. She might have a sit on her own lap.
I would pay to watch that, actually.
Stu Thomas says, "Oh God, fire the interns." Disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know this one. Moose?
right.
I have no idea.
Dapper Dan.
Would you like a new category? Wait, do you know? You want a new category?
anything about hair
Well, wait a minute,
Wow.
Kristen, do you know
I
it?
don't know for sure. It's that grease stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's called Dapper Dan.
Oh,
is
Dapper
the name
Dan.
of it.
All right,
Called
okay.
Dapper Dan pomade.
All right. All right. So new category. Would you like Kristen to answer a question? Ask a question.
Well, I was going to go with
All right.
Mark, 'cause
Mark,
I don't
right.
want him to feel left out.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Riley.
Nothing
Hey, I
gets-
appreciate
Look
that.
at
I
Joe
have
the
some good
Intern.
questions.
Joe
I
the
worked on
Intern
these.
in the
Seems like
lead,
a nice
confident,
guy.
complimenting the
Yeah.
guests.
Seems like
I
a
like
nice
it.
guy.
Josh, you're losing. You're
Yeah, I know.
slipping.
We've never
You're
met,
slipping.
by the way. How you doing?
All right, here we go.
Riley's questions are like if the SATs had sex with the LSATs.
Oh,
That sounds like fun.
They thought that mine were the hardest.
And they based a movie on it?
Riley's the hardest. All right, let's go. Let's
All
go.
right,
What
if
number?
you guys are done exchanging
No, I
pleasantries,
got some easy ones
Which
in there.
number?
But
What's the
What
question?
number?
what number?
Go with 11.
11. I like it. What days of the week underpants does Sally not own in When Harry Met Sally?
Another rom-com. There's only 7
Kristen,
days.
you
of
get
I
this,
know.
right?
I have a 1 in 7.
Quiet.
Saturday.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Josh, the intern, do you want to steal it or go
no
something?
idea.
Something. The answer.
What
The
an effort.
answer.
You're 1 in 7.
Listen,
You don't
I
want to
want
try
a new
it?
category.
All right. The answer was Sunday.
Yeah.
Because of
All
God.
right, Josh, the intern.
You
You're
had a
up.
1 in 6 chance. I mean,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a chance. Mark Riley.
Got you
All
scared,
right.
don't I?
Number
Oh,
5.
he likes
Number
Riley.
5. All right. What famous musician has a cameo as a Scotland Yard detective in the movie Hook?
Bowie? I have no idea.
That
For the
is
steal.
That is incorrect. For the steal, Joe. Or would
to
you
go
like
up
a category?
3-0.
Famous musician in Hook.
Yeah. Cameo. Scotland Yard.
Don't worry, Craig. They just happen to be getting those. Craig Williams asked for all the rom-coms. Don't worry. There's a lot more.
I'm just going to move.
Hook is not a rom-com. Hook's a whimsical adventure.
No. You guys are a bunch of pussies. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
what do you got?
By the way, that'd be Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Phil
By the way, when he used
dude.
to ask him, I go, who? I go, Mick Jagger? He goes, close. Phil Collins. Close.
Whoa.
Your reaction was brilliant. You're sort of like, 8 drugs later.
Yeah. All
right, Ken, number 5.
And just to recap right now, the score right now is 2 for Joe, 0 for Josh.
Josh has 0. You have none.
Question in, gentlemen. Name 2 of the 5 actresses who played the American girls in Love Actually.
Oh, man, we just got that romantic comedy.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen for the steal.
Jeez.
That's all Ken's questions are all romantic comedy.
Dude, these are all rom-coms. What the hell is wrong with us? Kenny, we got to take a long look in the mirror.
Hook.
That's true. I did.
Yes,
Mine was Inception. Oh, okay. Josh, you want to steal or new
Josh's
category?
favorite
I'm gonna
movie.
steal it.
Steal it, okay?
Shannon Elizabeth and Jamie Presley.
That's half correct, half incorrect, sir.
Oh, this means no points are awarded.
I know it is. Denise Richards.
No points are awarded.
It's answered too soon. Oh, Dylan Nash, I'm disappointed in Josh, starting to think he is a fraud.
That's what I've been saying. I've been saying that all along.
This is getting rough.
Pretty Woman, Love Actually.
All right, here we go. All right, so keep going. Joe, it's up to you.
Ellis, number 8.
Ellis, number 8.
No one wants to
Okay.
hear the pretty girl's voice.
Okay. In what sleepy town do the demonic creatures descend upon in 1984's Gremlins?
Oh, good question.
What's the name of the town in Gremlins? This is Deagle lived there. The Peltzers lived there.
Let me. Could I just see that for?
We have the Blu-ray.
Schmoville.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
George McCann, what the fuck is going on in Schmoville? Interns, get your shit together.
It's easy when you got IMDb. in
Josh,
front
would you like to steal?
No, I want our question.
All right.
Listen, I know, but I don't remember the name of the town.
He's hoping to get something that he knows.
Does Kristen need a gig as an intern? Can we have?
I know, it's unbelievable.
This is why you hire female interns.
I can't, I'm married.
I'm going to go with Kristen this time.
Okay, what number?
12.
No pressure.
Tough one. Do you see it?
What movie does a character proclaim he needs to get the papers, And for an extra point, what is the character's name?
Goodfellas.
Right.
Oh, boy.
It's like, tie it up. To tie it up.
Tony 2 times? Something like that?
It's close.
2 times.
Jimmy 2 times.
Jimmy 2 times.
No
Take
points
it.
are awarded for that,
Valiant
but it is
effort.
2-1 now. It is 2-1.
2-1.
Right.
I know how to commentate on a game.
All right, here we go.
I used to commentate
Ron Howard was easy.
on all the high school female basketball games at my.
How'd that work out for you? Under the bleachers?
I was arrested.
All right. Well, I'll have another one from
Kristen.
the lady.
Oh, from the lady.
Yeah.
Okay, what number you got?
Let's go number 1. Why not?
It's two movies.
Wait, what?
It says 3, but it's 2.
Name 2 movies that Peter Jackson has produced that he hasn't directed.
See, that's what I'm talking about, where it's like trigonometry.
Look at Josh. Josh is putting this together.
That's the look Josh always has. That doesn't count.
It's true.
That's just his face.
The Schmoville's firing in there. They know.
They can come out here.
What do you got, Joe?
Yeah, by the way, Joe's right. If you guys want to come out here and intern for us,
I know.
we're happy to have somebody who knows something
I'm just
about
kidding.
movies.
No, they can't come out here. It's only for us.
What do you got? You got anything? I'll give you half a point if you get one of them.
No, you can't.
All
You
right,
can't.
all
You
right,
can't.
all right,
I know
all right,
one of
fine,
them.
fine,
Christian's
fine.
getting.
Fine.
Do you say no, or you're?
Yeah.
Josh?
All right, Josh for the steal.
Josh?
I only know one of them. So
Nico Castiglione says none of you should be the fucking intern. Kristen Deluca can sit on my lap. Go ahead.
Good call.
I can only think of one, so I got to take another question.
Ugh, it's District 9
you know
and
what?
Tintin.
Well, I knew District
It's
9.
a smart
Wait a minute.
gamesmanship that if he doesn't know the other one, then.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
yeah, the new one.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, go ahead. Which hasn't come out yet. And hasn't even started
no,
filming.
that's true. Mark, give me number
Ellis?
8.
All right, Ellis 8.
We have already done number 8.
7, 6,
We have-
6.
6. Okay. Get ready to be tied, ladies and gentlemen, because it is 2-1 in the favor of Joe. But the question is, what pseudonym does Hans Gruber use to fool John McClane in Die Hard?
Wait, Went on the walkie-talkie.
Just get the fuck out of this.
Come
on. What's his name?
To fool. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
to fool him.
It's a $10 word. Yeah. Pseudonym.
Everyone is tweeting it. Everyone knows this.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Especially Matt Brown.
You know the scene when they
yeah.
run into each other?
Yeah. John Smith? I don't know.
Wait. Okay, everybody settle down. Settle down.
Same guy that said bring it.
Joe, you're up.
Joe,
you want to steal it?
We're gonna start doing stealing. It's mandatory.
Can I deliver the line real quick?
Go ahead.
Please.
I don't remember.
He's out.
Clay. Bill Clay.
Boo! Hiss.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Do the cameras pick up steam from coming off their heads?
No, but it picks up failure.
I feel like less of a man now. The pressure's getting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, new rules that stealing is now mandatory, and it is 2-1 in the favor of Joe.
Let's go.
All right, Riley.
Nice.
Number 7.
Number 7. What is the name of Billy's neighbor who tells of the legend of the gremlins in Gremlins? His neighbor's name, who tells him all about gremlins.
If you don't know, just say I fail. Okay, Josh.
I don't remember.
No, I fail.
I fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
It'll be Murray Futterman, everyone.
This
Thank
is
you.
embarrassing. Josh, do you see who is sitting next to me? No one is even trying.
Christian, I think that's the thing. I think they're in a big game. And they're
Ken,
distracted.
Ken here.
Okay.
Number 3, Ken.
Ken, number 3.
We gotta get something here. Jesus.
Question in, gentlemen. Name that actor. Name the actor that said, "You think you're the scourge of New Mexico? Well, by God, I am New Mexico." Bonus point, name the movie.
Jesus.
By the way, idiots, it's not a rom-com, so you can't use that.
Repeat it one more time.
Repeat it.
Can you use the language of origin, please?
Are you disappointed?
Name the actor that said, "You think you're the scourge of New Mexico? Well, by God, I am New Mexico." Bonus point, name the movie.
Let's just interview DeLuca now. So what are you
hell
up to?
bells.
How's life?
Seriously.
Does that ring any bells to you?
Kristen hasn't looked this disappointed since I took off my shirt in the green room.
You took your shirt on God, Makuga. You can't trust him around
He didn't
anything.
know she was there. He's walking around thinking he was home.
gosh.
It's been hungover since New Year's.
I feel like I know my movie stuff, and I'm not getting any of these. This is
Because
killing
you're
me.
embarrassed. I
Yeah.
get it. All right, so the answer is Young Guns.
2. And it's James Coburn.
Yes.
Sorry to steal your thunder, Kenny.
All right, here we go.
I also, Christian, before you go any further, I want to point out that for my part, I didn't have to research any of the trivia questions. I thought of movie trivia. Yeah. I wrote it down. I shipped it. I didn't have to Wikipedia this. I didn't have to Google any of this stuff.
Yeah, I think hour 1 is going to be this entire game show. All right,
I think so.
I'm not good at trivia.
I think this is going to be a to be continued
What
next
they are.
week.
I know. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hurry up.
2-1.
What do you got?
Number 9. You.
Me. Would you
Her.
like the lady? Okay.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Both of you at the same time.
No, stop it.
In harmony.
No, take another one. That one's too ridiculous. It's bad. I'm cutting.
It's 15.
15.
In the famous speech given by Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman, what instrument does he threaten to burn the school down with?
Steal it.
I'll steal a flamethrower.
That is correct.
It is now 2-2.
Take a guess. You burned something.
Yeah. Say Molotov cocktail.
2-2. Finally, Josh, you're back on the board.
I'm
He's warming up.
blanking. I'm blanking on every movie I've ever seen.
It is 2-2. These guys have never been around a beautiful woman before.
All right,
So.
here we go. Okay, so next.
I have. There
Josh
just
the
was never a
Intern.
possibility of them touching me.
Go ahead, Josh.
We're going to do Mark. No, Marks are hard. Let's go back to Christian.
Right.
Christian, number 14.
I don't think they're that hard.
So he's the softball.
I was like you, Ellis. I just sat down and went, here you go.
Who directed Alien 3?
Oh.
David Fincher.
3-2. 3-2. Josh the Intern starting to fire off shots. Joe's on the ropes. Joe's on the
Now
ropes.
you get the softballs.
Yeah, maybe you should have picked. Christian's gonna be the hardest. All right, go ahead.
Do I get to pick again?
No.
Oh, no.
Don't be greedy.
Joe the Intern.
Ken, save me.
He goes
3.
back to his old
Please.
friend, his reliable ally.
Do you have number 1?
The question is, gentlemen, Count Tyrone Rugen was played by what Rob Reiner favorite?
Josh, think.
Rob Reiner favorite.
Think.
I'm going to go and steal Billy Crystal?
That
No,
is correct.
he's a Rob Reiner favorite. So that's what I
Incorrect.
think.
That would be
The
that
correct
would be
answer
Christopher
is
Guest.
Christopher Guest.
No.
Oh, Christopher Guest.
Count Rugen, the six-fingered
What movie
man.
was that?
Josh goes because
He wants to
Princess
stab
Bride.
him.
It is now Josh's turn.
Josh the
Okay,
Up 3-2.
let's go with Mark.
All right.
1 to 10. What's left? Give me 4.
Number 4. Okay. What fictional institution of higher learning was the setting for the events in the film Animal House?
Oh, yes.
What college did they all go
Now
to?
I'm disappointed, you
Man,
fucking
now-
guys. Come on, it's Animal House.
For the record, I'm not a huge fan of Animal House.
Whoa, get the hell out.
I got to pass.
Do we
I
have
don't know.
to have him as an intern?
I haven't watched it in years, so I'm just going to give up on it.
All right. If you get it right, there is the chance for a steal, but I didn't know that I was writing for kindergartners when I came up with these questions. So.
I think our movies are rated.
What?
He doesn't know.
State University.
It's a game guess. Faber College.
Faber.
All right. George, you knew it. All right, here we go.
You think these guys have a car?
Joe,
Go
quick.
ahead, Joe.
Let's hurry up.
Riley.
All right.
3.
3.
Riley 3.
You got it wrong.
I know.
What did Forrest's mama call his first pair of shoes in Forrest Gump?
This is embarrassing. Look at Josh McCougar.
Yeah, no, he wants to stab both of us. And rightfully so.
Just guess anything.
His shoesy pants.
Shoesy pants. That's
Shoesy
it.
pants.
Shoesy pants. Okay.
They're my shoesy pants.
By the way, from now on, from this day forth, Josh the Intern, Shoesy Pants. That's his name. That's his name. It's Shoesy Pants. Shoesy Pants now for this.
Mama called them shoesy
right.
pants.
Josh.
I'm going to pick different ones.
No, you can't pick another.
No,
It's
you
not-
can't.
you gotta
try to steal it.
Just guess.
Special shoes? I have no
Special
idea.
shoes. Okay.
Magic
shoes.
Magic shoes.
There's my magic shoes.
Oh, all right.
My
Here-
magic shoes.
We're probably both going to have to
Josh.
delete our Twitter after this.
Yeah,
Really.
sure.
Pressure, man.
You
It's
probably
no
have a lot of hate
Josh.
tweets right now.
Yeah,
I'm
please.
going to go with Christian here.
Okay, what do you got? I'm reading this one. What do you got?
17.
17. Which Lord of the Rings actor had a part in Carlito's Way?
Oh, boy.
Oh, Viggo Mortensen.
Ah,
it's 4-2.
Yeah.
My prediction coming close.
Right on the number. Right on the
close.
number.
4-2.
I got faith that you're coming
All right,
back.
here we
Joe. Come
go.
on.
Joe, you're up. Now, Josh the Intern on the verge. On the verge. You better
Okay.
start getting those beers ready, my friend.
Yeah.
All right.
Shoesy Pants, you're up.
I thought he was shoesy.
You're Shoesy Pants.
Shoesy pants.
Christian, 18.
18.
Goes right back to Harloff.
Which martial arts star was an extra in Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo?
That one threw me.
You're gonna
Arts.
have to take a shot here
Jet Li.
That is incorrect. Josh the Intern?
for the win.
This is a guess. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It is
are the
correct. He has
Josh
won.
the Intern with the win. And with that, we're
Nice.
going to break. We will be back to interview Kristen Deluca, get beers for everybody, and congratulations. It took you 6 months, but you did it. All right, we'll be back after the break. Well, welcome back, Schmoville. Unbelievable. That was very, very distracting because it was such a disappointment.
Maybe the most action-packed
in the
opening
beginning,
segment in the history of the Schmoes Know podcast.
It was exciting.
We
I
had
won, okay?
Josh
You
the
did.
Intern versus Joe the Intern. Josh won, but
Come
my
here, you
word.
sad sack. Shoesy Pants is coming in, who has just he just has tweeted. So this is what rock bottom feels like.
Yep, yes it is.
Yeah, so
he did bring us beers, so he's doing his job.
Now here's the thing, though.
I'll take one of those.
I want to read a tweet here.
Yeah, our fans have been tweeting in, and they know most of the answers before you guys did, whether they were cheating or not. They
Yeah.
got them pretty quick. So,
IMDb.
Christian, what's a couple of the good tweets we've had?
Here's one. The Schmoes know, but the interns don't.
Who's that from?
That is from Matt Brown.
Well done.
Yeah, Kevin Kitchie writes in forever branded Shoesy Pants. Let's see.
I'm glad I was here for the shoesy pants.
Yeah, let's see. There's some other ones here. Okay. Jose Juan Aguilar, I'm losing my hope in humanity.
Wow.
So there you go.
Okay, can I make a point about all this real quick?
Yeah.
Is that the Schmoes Know fan base really liked both you guys. before you entered into the trivia piece, okay? And then just a little backstory. I was on stage in Dallas the night the Redskins beat them wearing an RG3 jersey, and they liked me better than our fans now like you.
And because you were wearing a Redskin shirt, and you're still wearing one now, which is embarrassing, where you should be wearing is a Ripped Apparel shirt. How about that plug?
You and me work so well
It's
together.
unbelievable. Ripped Apparel, guys, you guys know it. It's literally, I mean, Jeff the Engineer is wearing one of our shirts. It's one of the Ripped Apparel shirts. It's really one of the, you can get if you put in Schmoes in the coupon code, you get $1 off the shirts. They're awesome shirts. You guys know it already. Just look at the Toad Hop Network on the bottom, the Ripped Apparel thing.
There's a little thing you can click there, and it's just rippedapparel.com.
Right. Let's give Josh the best day of his life, please. All right, so Kristen Deluca, we want to interview you. We haven't talked to you in a while. Would you please take your seat? The
throne of shame.
The throne of shame. Yes, whatever's easiest.
She doesn't know where to sit. Unfortunately, there's only one place.
There's only one place. There you go.
Kind of like checking in.
Joe
at a
needs a
Motel
hug.
6.
Joe, help out here. Help. Unbelievable. What are you doing? Help out our guests, both our guests.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I've never seen anything so amazing.
This is
right
unbelievable. This is a disaster. All right, yay.
By the way, Josh, there's no touching in the champagne room.
No touching in the champagne room, and give her headphones, man. Give her headphones.
Yeah, give Kristen the headphones so we can talk to her. And Christian, if it's okay with you,
yes, please.
I would like to ask Miss DeLuca the first question.
Of course you can. Wait, let her have the headphones.
Yeah, she's gonna get the.
Kristen Deluca. We have actress Kristen Deluca here. We're happy to have her. Mark, please go ahead.
Yeah,
Jeff, you can.
Kristen, in the last 10 seconds, have you noticed a 2-inch divot anywhere?
Unbelievable. All right, stop it. Stop it.
No, I'll ask a real question.
Yes, ask a real
Kristen,
question.
thank you for coming back on the.
Thank you.
The first time she's been on the Schmoes Know podcast, but Christian and I actually interviewed her on video when we were first starting out.
Like 800 subscribers.
Yeah, because you know how old it is? It was literally on video. There was some guy with a VHS there.
It was Mark Riley.
I think it was me.
Yeah, maybe. If you guys go to our YouTube page, youtube.com, and you check out Interview Kristen Deluca.
But we're not here to plug us. We're here to talk to Kristen.
I said Kristen Deluca.
Kristen, what have you been doing so far in 2013?
Took 3 days fresh.
I know.
Actually, a lot of stuff.
What do you got?
I
Josh,
got
put the microphone.
audition, 2 of them, and I just got some information on some stuff I'm going to be filming soon, so I'm really excited.
Oh, can you tell us what it is? Or you can't say anything.
No, I can't.
Oh, Josh, can you try to guess miserably wrong? Sorry.
Is it a movie? Is it a TV show? Is it a web series? Is it a
2 are movies.
Wow, 2 are movies.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
Josh, cling to her like a 3-toed sloth.
Well, that's the thing is, because Kristen was in Fast and the Furious 4. That was the movie that we were talking about at the time. Then when we were talking, that was a while ago. I know it's pretty crazy, but so you've been doing all that stuff. That's great, and we also talked about some of the movies that we're doing like a best of for this show, and you had said that there was a certain movie that you liked a lot this year.
Yes.
What was it?
One.
Which was? Let me guess. Can I guess?
Guess.
Ted.
Oh, I forgot about that one, yes.
Okay.
I actually auditioned for that, too.
Did you really? Oh, great.
Yeah,
so
they cut the scene, so it's all good.
Well, what was your favorite one?
Josh auditioned for the role of the bear, and he didn't.
How do you think he would have done as the bear?
Amazing.
Nice. See?
He's nice and squishy.
You got a fan.
It's on the holidays.
Joe the Intern just died inside.
Thanksgiving and Christmas ain't a lot.
You combine Josh the Intern and Josh McCouga's hair, that's the bear.
Come here. I want you to come here, stick your head and look at success. And look what you lost. Go in.
So, Kristen, so you like Ted, and then you were a big fan of Magic Mike, right?
Magic Mike.
Now, wait a minute. So let me ask you a question. When you went to see that movie, obviously we know why you went to see it originally.
Why?
Stop that. The same reason all of us animals are standing
women.
here.
What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So sorry. So we know why you saw, but when you left, it was, and I'll admit it was a really good movie. Steven Soderbergh, great movie. So did you like the story, or was it male porn for you?
Well, I mean, I had to bring an extra pair of underwear, so.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did you see
No,
it?
it was
Like,
good.
did you go see it with like a group of chicks, and it
Of
was like a
course.
bachelorette party? Now, who did you guys vote on was like the hottest one in the movie? Just so I know who to model my workouts after.
Well, the thing is, though, Channing, I've never thought he was good looking.
Really?
It's not
What-
like a bad thing.
Are you
I'm
like
just
one of the
saying.
first women I think I've ever said that? What is
Yeah.
it about him that you just don't think he's attractive?
Yeah.
All right.
It was never
So
there.
wait a minute. Okay.
But
so
after that,
Six pack don't lie.
no,
Okay.
it was his moves. It was
dancing.
just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It's something
So
about
now-
a guy who can break it down.
Yeah.
All right.
He was
I get
actually
it.
a stripper, wasn't he? Before he became.
Well,
an
that's what the
actor?
movie was about him.
Yeah,
Kind of. I mean,
he kind of started that story, right? It was his idea, right?
Yes. There's rumors that he stole the story, but who cares? It's a movie.
He stole the whole penis
everybody
pump
steals
gag from
everything.
Joe the Intern. He got that from him.
True. So, did you see?
Love you, buddy.
When it was one of those things. Did you go ahead and see? You saw it with a bunch of girlfriends. Yeah. See, that was the thing.
course.
It was like, and did they all go bananas as well?
Yes, there was a lot of
Must've been like a
sounds
Rocky-
I heard.
Hooting and hollering, or
Yeah.
like actually, or underwear?
No, like
stuff? Unbelievable. What did they do?
I heard it. I
All right,
swear.
that's
I kid you
unbelievable.
not. I heard
Made
that.
on Josh the Intern
I
lap.
swear.
That's a good
Oh
one.
my God, you're so mean.
Trust me, he doesn't care right now. Yeah, he is red right now. He
Next
is
one's
red.
good, yeah,
He is
that's
more
good.
red than a movie pass. All right, so we
What's weird about Magic Mike is that women had a movie to go see. It was actually a good story, and there's like an excuse to see it because you have all these like dudes. What do we have? We have striptease, which was just awful, and we had showgirls, which every guy
It's even worse, awful.
Look, I wanted to see Jesse Spano from Saved by the Bell naked as much as the next guy. Okay, but the movie was terrible. Magic Mike actually ended up being good.
yeah, and that was the thing is we thought it was going to be a one of those movies where like, oh my god, what the hell are we watching here? And then look, it's a good movie and it's a good script and Soderbergh did it right and it's a very good choice from Kristen Deluca.
That was your favorite movie that you saw in 2012.
I think so, yes.
Now, how big is the sample size? Did you see maybe like 5, 10?
There wasn't that many.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, because you're in movies. You don't want to go see them on your off time.
I like to watch myself.
Did you?
So do I, as a matter of fact.
Did you see any movies that you thought were horrendous or not good?
I can't remember what it was called though.
Who was in it? And we guarantee we saw it and hated it.
I don't know. I don't remember her
Okay.
name.
All
I
right.
don't remember her name. That's a hint.
The older people when they're trying. Oh, with Steve Carell when they're trying to.
Save the world.
What was it called?
Oh,
Hope
shit.
Floats? Is that it?
No,
Something like
that was the
right?
one with not Steve.
No, it
it
was
was Steve
Meryl-
Carell. No, it was Steve Carell. He was the psychiatrist.
He was a therapist with Tommy Lee
Tommy Lee
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah.
You and I saw this film. Christian sadly missed his film, Hope Springs. And I don't know, Kristen, tell me if this freaked you out a little bit too. Because you go to see it and you're like, oh, this could be
The
a fun.
sex scenes with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I go into that theater, I'm like, hopefully this is something I can recommend to my mom. Okay. And I leave the theater saying, there's one person on this earth I do not want to see this movie with, and it is my mother. Because Tommy Lee Jones is literally getting a BJ from Meryl
BJ?
Streep in a theater. Yeah.
Just say blowjob.
Thank you. Thank you. Kristen, this is why we brought Kristen today.
Yeah, I'll listen to her give me instructions, not you.
I didn't say
animal.
it. I apologize. All right. So anyway, Kristen.
I don't want to get Josh too excited. I want him to hear any
That's
adult
my
words.
point. I want to see how he can hold
you know
it
when you
together.
take a dog to the vet, you got to be like, hey, we got to go to the VET because otherwise the dog will freak out. I say BJ because I don't want Josh to go crazy.
This is a funny Joey Beans. I wasn't going to read it, but I have to. Josh has a face as red as his shirt. What shade of blue is his balls?
I won the competition. What's going on here? I won.
Funny show. Okay. All right. So
You can say all you want as long as it's happening.
you don't talk right now. All right. So Kristen, so what else do we? I mean, because again, you do a lot of web stuff too. Like we've seen, you're on Funny or Die like every other week. So what? I mean, are you doing some more internet stuff? Are you doing?
Yes, I am.
When are you coming back to Schmo Plus? That's the question. We're gonna do some videos on Schmo Plus.
Anytime.
Ah, you heard it here.
Is there a video on Funny or Die that we can check out? Like, what's the most recent one you've done?
Last year, there's like 8 of them on there that I did.
Just type in Kristen Deluca,
yeah, you can
Funny
just
or Die.
Kristen Deluca, Funny or Die? Okay, Kristen, I want to go a little bit out of the box here for a minute.
Let's do it.
I want to let the winner of the trivia contest, who has Kristen sitting on her lap, ask her a question.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Very sweet of you.
Look at that. Yeah, I don't take.
Hey, Kristen, I guarantee it's not movie trivia because that doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
All right, I got a good question. One of my favorite shows was Party Down, and I remember you being on that episode.
Yes.
And I just want to know, what was it like working with those guys? Because they all seem very funny, and they're all kind of from the Apatow clan.
Yeah.
What was that like?
No, it was great. I was on there for about 3 days, and I also worked with oh my god, I do not know.
Party Down.
Horrible.
Have you seen Party Down?
Just call him Frank Apple.
Oh my god,
That's a great show. I just watched the 2 seasons. It was what episode you were trying to fit?
It's the one with the rocker, Martin
Yes.
Starr. Became
Yes.
like a
That
Marilyn
one.
Manson
He's
star.
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he
yeah,
knows
yeah,
these
yeah.
things.
She knows.
But
He
yeah, no,
knows
they were
his
all really
TV.
great. But I worked with Megan Mullally too, and I had a scene with
See?
her, and they cut that scene.
Oh,
the rest
well,
was still in there.
But you
but
still
it
got
was
to do it. You got the
awesome.
problem. That's great.
Yeah, keep that one for the
real.
Let's take a call. Let's take a call from Schmoeville. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got? Nobody. All right, let's do another one. Hold on. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
What's up, guys? It's George.
George, hey, what's up?
How are you,
What do we
George?
got?
Hey, what's up? Can I talk about my favorite movie of the year or not yet?
Not yet, my friend. We're still talking to Kristen Deluca, but call back in a little bit and we'll talk. We're going to talk favorites. We're going to talk about disappointments, and that, I don't mean Joe, the intern. All right. Hey, you are in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
RJ.
Hey, RJ, what's up, man? What do you got?
I was gonna say what my favorite movie is, but you just said we couldn't do that yet.
That's right. So what? How is your
Very strict rules here?
I know.
on Schmoes Know.
All right, we'll call back in just a second, RJ. All right, let's say we're here with Kristen Deluca. Who do we got in Schmoeville? Thank you. last call. You guys are Schmoeville is doing what you guys are doing. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got? What's going on with the phones?
Man,
to talk about their favorite.
The phones? Yeah.
It's the phones,
I
not
think
me.
Everybody's intimidated by the presence.
I'm trying. This is it. All right, this is the last call we're doing here. Hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Like, how are you guys doing? I'm a huge fan of both of you.
Thanks,
and,
man.
I can't believe I got on the air.
Don't worry, man. What's
What
up?
is your name and where do you hail from?
My name is Aaron Dieter, and I'm from Los Angeles, California.
What's up, dude?
Nice.
So what do you got? You got something for Kristen, the beautiful Kristen Deluca?
Yeah, I do.
What do you got, my friend?
Whatever they want to ask me, like, I know everything.
Oh, he wants a trivia question.
About Kristen Deluca?
No, he wants a trivia question so that maybe he can win also.
that's good.
I know
All right, you know what? That's
I'm a big, huge movie fan. I know everything.
That's
about
great. All right, listen. So you know what? This is great. Okay. So
I'll tell you what. He gets one from Harloff and he gets one from me.
Fucking Christian. Those two guys are the fucking man.
Thanks. All right. So how about this then, man? How about you pick one question from Mark's thing, you pick one question from mine, and we'll see how you do. Go ahead and.
Yeah. Now, Aaron, I had 10 trivia questions, so give me a number and I will ask that question.
But be careful because a lot of these dopes got a lot of them wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Like I've listened to your top 10 of the year. I know you didn't. Did you put Jingle and Chain anywhere in that like realm of the year?
You know what? I've had a few intern served beers, so I can't remember that. But I'm asking you.
Wait, so yeah,
you have to. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. You have to pick numbers 1 to 10. So
pick one.
What
do you got?
Ask me the question. I know it. Trust me.
All right. So what number do you want from Mark?
What?
all right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick one of my trivia questions, and Christian's going to give you one of yours. You say you're a huge movie fan.
That's
is that right,
okay,
Aaron?
dude. That's all right, dude. Go ahead. Ask him a question. So
Aaron, here you go. Okay. In the name, in the hit film The Exorcist, what was the name of Little Reagan's imaginary friend? In The Exorcist.
Reagan's imaginary friend from The Exorcist? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
What is it?
He says as he Googles it.
As he
Answer the
Googles
question
it.
now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God!
Good guess.
All right. How about
Satan was originally called
Not
Captain
that easy.
Howdy.
Now, here's mine. Who
Captain
directed
Howdy.
the film Strange Days?
Oh, fucking Captain Bigelow.
Well done. Okay,
One,
man.
two.
Thank you for the
Captain
call.
Bigelow, the girl who was directed fucking Hurt Locker and Zero Dog 30.
I love this kid. Look how excited he is, dude. Thank you're the best.
Hurt Locker.
I love you to death. Thanks for calling in, dude. What a great phone call that was. Okay,
Yeah, congrats
We got a
to
couple
Aaron.
minutes left, and we got to say goodbye to Kristen. That makes me really sad. I know it makes Josh even more sad. But we're gonna talk best and worst. But before we do that, Kristen, so help us out. Help our so Schmoeville can find you at Twitter by @Kristen Deluca.
Yes.
And what about websites? Facebook.
And Instagram, the same thing, just
Okay,
my
great.
name. And then Facebook /Kristen Deluca or actress Kristen Deluca, I have too.
I think I know the answer to this question of Schmoeville. Do we want Kristen Deluca back? The answer is yes. So
Yes, we
yeah.
do. And if you can't find Kristen Deluca on Twitter, just read any of Josh the Intern's tweets for the next week. She's going to be included in there.
Or check out his profile picture on Match.com.
Kristen, thank you so much for joining us. Please come back and visit us again. And we are going to be doing a special project. I can't talk about it yet, but we would love to have you involved, definitely. So thank
Lovely
you
to
so
see you,
much.
miss.
Kristen Deluca, Schmoeville, say goodbye. Follow her on Twitter immediately.
Life worth living.
How you like that slang choice? Slang choice.
Very apropos.
Yeah, it sure is. This is Joe. This is actually Joe the Intern singing from the hallways. Shoesy pants.
What
do you got?
Congrats to Josh the Intern for winning the contest. Eventually.
5-2, by the way. 5-2.
Yeah. Harloff was right,
I was right. 5-2.
You called it. If you need predictions for this weekend's NFL slate, just talk to Kristen Harloff.
No, Giants aren't in it. All right, go ahead.
We did give Joe the Intern the honor of walking Kristen out of the studio, so he gets to say goodbye.
So she's got long he lasts. Is that what that screaming was in the hallway? All right, let's go.
Let's talk about our newest sponsor and someone that we're very excited to have on board with the Schmoes Know. It's called Movie Pass.
Yeah.
MoviePass.com, and you can also go to the there's a thing you can click on the Schmoes Know
Toad Hop. But here's the thing with this thing.
On
the Toad Hop. But here's the thing with this thing is that I mean, obviously I love all our sponsors too, but when I heard we were doing this thing, I didn't really know what the hell it was about, and I started talking about it. Especially for our fans, this is like there couldn't have been a better sponsor, and I'm not just saying.
No, you told me about this today.
I told you about it.
Are you serious? I'm in.
Listen to this deal. Like
basically what it is you pay a fee a month, and it's $30 to $40 depending on where you live, and you can see a movie a day every day of the entire month with this card. It's like a credit card.
It's like $1 a day for
all you do. You
get
the
releases.
app on your phone, and then you show up to the theater, and once you're within 100 yards of the theater, you click which movie you want to see. You go swipe it at the kiosk, and you're in. I saw Lincoln that way again.
Yeah.
And Christian and I are actually going to go see Texas Chainsaw
tomorrow.
This
way.
So
I have to pay for that
too. Yeah. So if you're a huge movie fan, if you see 2 movies a month,
it's worth it, man.
It pays for itself.
It's so good. And I think right now I have to double check, and I'll put it on our Facebook if that's the case. I think MoviePass emailed us today. I think it's like a $10 discount.
There is a $10 discount. Yeah. You click. You go to MoviePass.com, and when you get the coupon code, you just write in Schmoes Know. And I hope my mom's listening because I got her Movie Pass and I hope she signs up that way.
You know who it's worth it for too? Like there are up and coming movie reviewers,
interns that need to learn their shit about movies.
No, but there are up and coming. There are people who do like movie reviews who haven't had the chance to who are just starting out and haven't really done it. Like
when you and me were starting out,
I would have died for this thing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
we spent so much money starting out.
We stuck into a few.
But still, we spent so much money when we were starting out on new releases. I would have died for this thing.
Yeah.
Like for those people who are just like starting out doing new movie reviews, or people who just want to for a good gift. I was telling Riley, newly single, that you can do Hey,
thanks for that plug.
No problem. So I should have done that when Kristen Deluca was here. Not when Kenny's sitting next to me.
And get this, ladies. Not only is he newly single, he's a Star Wars fan. Yeah. So get there while it's
I didn't know you were going to plug me. I would have dressed up.
I'm not plugging you. Kenny's sitting next to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, look, Movie Pass is fantastic. It really, it's such a great thing especially for our fans. Check it out. Look at the link there and buy yourselves a pass and make sure you use the discount now while it's still available. Anyway, all right, so Kenny, we normally do the news. You didn't get to do it last week. Here we go.
It's been off, and we usually do the top of the show, but we had such a fun-filled first half of the show. We're doing news now.
Yeah, all right, what do you got?
I'm Ken Napzok, and these are your Schmoes Know Headlines. Do you believe in rumors? Yes! Cosmic Book News is reporting that the cast of characters for the upcoming Justice League movie are set. Joining Superman and Batman will be Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter, who, by the way, is not a character that my 9-year-old nephew created. Also,
played by UPN fucking actors.
Also, expect to see appearances by Alfred Pennyworth and Lois Lane. So really, the only big surprise of this will be if the Justice League movie is actually good. Yeah. We'll have to wait until 2015 to find out. Like some sort of groundhog seeing its own shadow and driving angry with Bill Murray, the Producers Guild Awards are a good litmus test for what movies the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences will nominate for their little Oscar shindig. The 10 nominated productions are as follows: Argo, Beasts of the Southern Wild, Django Unchained, Les Miserables, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Moonrise Kingdom, Silver Linings Playbook, Skyfall, and Zero.
That was my
Dark
top 10.
30. No true surprises, but a lot of buzz around Skyfall being included. Could this lead to a Bond Academy Award nomination? The franchise has only won 2 Oscars, taking Best Sound Effects for Goldfinger in '64 and Best Special Visual Effects for Thunderball in 1965. But let's be honest, in 1964, good sound effects just meant keeping Sean Connery from giggling when he said pussy galore. There have only been 7 nominations for the Bond franchise in
so happy
total.
when he wrote that joke.
And speaking of Mr. Bond, with a $4.6 million weekend box office take, Skyfall has crossed the $1 billion mark worldwide. It joins The Avengers and The Dark Knight Rises as the only 3 films to do that in 2012, and is one of only 14 films in history going back to the days of the ancients to accomplish that feat. Meanwhile, The Adventures of Pluto Nash still owes you money. I'm Ken Napzok, and those were your Schmoes Know Headlines.
Kenny! Look, he takes off his fucking cans like a boss.
Oh,
Look at that.
God.
He's just walking out of the room.
Where
I'm out.
There you go. You done? Sit down. Nobody
He's
here.
leaving for
Here's what I
dramatic
love
effect.
about that last news segment. Kenny's news segment always makes me giggle a couple times, but when he got that joke in, right?
Oh,
the joke
man.
about
He knew
midway
it.
through.
He knew it was going to land.
That
He
was
knew
the
it.
scene in Rocky IV when he cuts the Russian.
The Russian's cut.
I want
It was a
everybody in
bad cut.
Schmoville to watch the tape again because Kenny gets real excited after that because he knows he's got a Pluto Nash joke right around the corner. I am so proud of you, boy. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, well,
He didn't even take his eyes off the copy.
he knew it.
He just
knew
nailed it.
He knew it was
held
coming.
it.
Yeah, he knew
and
it.
then kept
He knew it was coming. That's the great producer, Ken Napzok.
Every once in a
All
while, I come through.
Now, unlike
Walter Cronkite's jealous of you.
Yeah. Now, unlike Ken Napzok's joke, and unlike what the hell, unlike Ken Napzok's joke, we're going to get to the worst possible things that we can talk about, and that's the shitty movies. We're talking about the best. Talk about the best afterwards. Leave it on a nice note. But right now, let's talk about some shit bombs. There's some piss boxes, some things that just made us hate life watching them. Now, you were telling me yours. I did. Now wait. Before I get to that, because that reminds me. On our list,
take a breath.
No, because it reminds me. Here's the thing. I want to address this, and I told myself I would address this to Schmoville.
Okay.
And I'm sure some of you people out there are listening. Everybody has lists. Everyone has lists. It's depending on how when you watch a list, when you watch a movie, you say, I like that movie, I don't like that movie, I agree, I disagree. Your list cannot be wrong. It can't. No matter what. Like, he's going to tell, I don't agree with his choice at all. I think it's a terrible choice. But it's not wrong. It's his choice. So when people comment, oh, you guys should have had this. No, put it on your fucking list. Anyway, go ahead, Mark. What do you got?
You want my worst
Your
movie of the
worst
year.
movie of the year, which I disagree with.
Oh, my God. I am happy to announce Pitch Perfect, the worst movie I have seen this year.
This is why.
Bring back Kristen Deluca.
No. I will tell you what a worst movie it is. My mother walked out. Couldn't handle it.
This is you. She didn't want to hear you complaining anymore.
I was silent.
Was your mother on a date with either Josh or Joe the Intern?
Maybe.
Well, I think it was Josh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Here's where I give him a pass. Here's where I give Riley a pass. So is it again, Riley? This is why Movie Pass is great. Is because he hasn't seen everything that we've seen.
Right.
He hasn't been through. Pitch Perfect was a good movie, and I would rather put Pitch Perfect on my 10 best than my 10 worst.
He saw Piranha 3DD and he picked Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, no, I had a worse time. I'm sorry. I do not know of a college that people are walking around where the Glee Club is running the show, and there's no football players, no fraternity brothers.
I'm going to let Josh McCouga go because I know that he loves this movie. And go ahead and your thoughts on this film.
Have at it.
Well, listen.
I'm listening, friend.
It's not. Listen, it's not in the worst of my 2012. I really enjoyed it. Okay,
That's fine.
I watched. Okay,
that's because you're in it.
Let me listen. Was I the body double for the dude that got all the chicks in Pitch Perfect? Yeah. Okay. Did I watch the first season of Glee? Yeah, because there was 37 Journey montage songs.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Journey mashups, they make a TV show.
There could have been more Journey mashups in Pitch Perfect.
Now, but again, going back to my original point, obviously not everyone agrees with you, but that's your list. That's your shittiest of the year.
That was my shittiest of the year. I mean, I wanted to punch myself in the face.
All right, I believe in. I'll punch you for it. Ken Napzok, who is in your list for biggest shit pile of the year?
You're going to have to come back to me because I'm still coming down from the joke. I don't want to ruin the moment. Sorry.
He's actually hovering 3 feet off the ground. That's not a chair.
Ellis, what do you got?
Yeah, I'll turn on Darth Ellis here for a little bit because Piranha 3DD was not only the worst movie I've seen this year, it may have been the worst movie I've ever seen.
And you know what's funny?
It was an insult. Don't cut off Darth Ellis when he's talking.
I apologize.
What did the Emperor do when he thought Luke was turning bad? The Emperor just sat back and he said what?
You're right. Good.
That's right, because Piranha 3DD is not only an insult to horror movies, it's an insult to comedies, and even worse, it's an insult to, get ready, bad movies. I get that. That's what people don't understand. It's like, oh, you don't get it. It was supposed to be a B movie. It was supposed to be a B movie, not a fucking F-. That movie is so terrible. Here's how bad the movie is. I felt bad for Mr. David Hasselhoff. Okay, whose cheeseburger-eating man tits haven't been relevant in, 20 years? And by the way, Hasselhoff, nobody watched Baywatch for you, okay? No. We watch it for fake boobs, we watch it for Nicole Eggert, and maybe some nice shots of the ocean.
Your journey to the dark side is complete.
that was scary because I felt like Darth Ellis actually focused on me for that whole rant.
Well, you play Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars.
That's true.
Minutes,
that's true.
If you've watched our list, I agree with you that that's the biggest one. But I don't want to keep going.
Sorry,
on.
I had to let.
No, I get you. It's terrible. Yeah. But there are other movies that we had that we didn't mention in our list. Again, you have to realize people are like, how come this movie didn't make it? How come this movie didn't? We see so many fucking movies. Yep. It's like it's hard to put 10 in there. So it's like to make that list. How do we forget both? What's this? The Silent Hill shit crack.
Silent Hill
that fell through the cracks because it was so bad we wanted to forget it. Yeah. And Resident Evil. They're both just two movies that are so bad.
Okay, and The Apparition was bad, and the Possession wasn't great, and The Devil Inside was bad. But let's not just make this about horror movies, Christian.
Yeah, all right.
Listen, they make one bad horror movie a week. We could all like.
Yeah, but these are. I mean, stop. This is so bad. It's unbelievable.
That was my complaint about The Apparition. Is it like I'm a huge fan of the horror genre. Yeah. So when you make movies like this, it makes people like Christian who are either on the fence or don't like them to begin with. It walks them further away. And there's really great horror movies. There's a lot of It's cool to scare somebody into staying awake at night.
But look at our list.
Look at our genre though. They keep just pumping them out.
That's the thing. They're so cheap to make.
They're so cheap to make. Yeah. They don't. I mean, I made a horror movie that's fucking awful. So I mean, you know.
He made one in the elevator on the way up.
I mean, I know how it is. I mean, it costs nothing. You can cast whoever you want. Yeah, it's done.
It's so.
You can go on Netflix.
It's weird to watch Riley like that because I made a horror movie that's great.
It's what you want to see a difference between a divorced man and a married man? Go ahead and watch that. Replay that clip that he just went, and then go back to our podcast when he was on with his ex-wife, and he's like, "Oh, it was fantastic."
I don't think I ever went that far. I think I just nodded. I just think I just deflected.
You were like Mike Tyson
everything.
with Robin Givens.
I'm like, no, honey, it was wonderful. No, you were fantastic as the lead. Yeah, I thought you were wonderful.
Oh, amazing. All right, so, I mean, look, there are a lot of crap boxes out there.
Actresses are always better when you think they're going to give you a hand job and not make you take the trash out at the end.
Yeah, it was wonderful shooting with her.
Now, here's the thing that Gregory Spalding, at Greg Spalding 101, puts in a movie that I happen to agree with very much, and I think, and I don't know if it was on your top 10, but I know you didn't like it. And
bad movies, yeah.
Bad movies. I know a lot of people were arguing against me, and that's Premium Rush. Premium Rush was that bike movie. Some people liked it, and I don't know. And on Rotten Tomatoes, I guess got a positive. I hated this movie. I thought it was so stupid. I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah. The movie was so dumb, and it was and Michael Shannon running around like a '30s villain. Hey, what's the big idea?
Like he was from Boardwalk Empire, like he is. You know?
Right. But that was in the '30s or whatever. It works.
20s, yeah.
I didn't like Premium Rush, but it wasn't bad enough to be on my worst list because there's movies that are actually insults, and that one just missed the mark. Like they aimed for something and it missed, and I applaud a good effort.
Right.
You know, I like seeing scrappy teams even if they lose by 10.
Right.
But that one like. I like Gordon-Levitt, and I like Michael Shannon. I thought he actually had some funny moments in that.
Yeah.
Doing what he did.
But the movie, it just after a while, who cares? So let's say it called for Schmoeville.
You love Quicksilver so much.
I did like Quicksilver. It's a bad movie, but whatever. All right, Quicksilver. Who's on Quicksilver? You threw me off. Thanks a lot. All right, so I want to talk to Schmoeville here and see what some of their shitty movies are and see if we agree or disagree. Yeah. All right, hey, you're in Schmoeville. Who do we got?
This is Josh.
Hey, Josh, what's up, dude? So, piss bombs, shit boxes. What do you got?
I got two surprises for you.
All right.
One, The Amazing Spider-Man.
I know Josh the Intern's going to agree with that. I disagree. Ellis disagrees.
Yeah, I disagree.
Joe the Intern's going to fight you to the death.
Yeah. Joe the Intern actually put it on his list. Okay, so and again, this movie that he just brought up is such a heated debate because, again, there are tons of people who hate. My brother hated this movie. Josh the Intern hates this movie.
Yeah.
Shoozy Pants loved it. You loved it.
Yeah, it was actually in my top 10 favorites of the year. So let me ask you this one question: what is it about? Because I don't. If you hate it this much, there's probably multiple things you didn't like about it. What was the one thing that bugged you
the most
about the Amazing Spider-Man?
No pun intended.
The most.
It didn't feel like Spider-Man. It just felt like the amazing teenage boy who happens to get superpowers.
So do you think? But
is that not Spider-Man though? Isn't Spider-Man a teenage guy that gets spider powers?
You kind of, but
proportional.
It just didn't feel. It really wasn't as good as the first two, in my opinion.
All right.
It just
No, what was your
second one?
I'll accept that. If you don't like Tobey Maguire, or if you like Tobey Maguire more than Andrew Garfield, I can
listen. I get it. Listen, I understand. I didn't love it as much as you did. I liked it a lot, but I didn't hate it like Josh the Intern. All right. So, what was your second movie, my friend?
Snow White and the Huntsman.
That's a good one. All right, thank you, dude. You know what?
Yeah, that's it.
I agree with that choice,
that movie, like, when you look at our review, I think we almost Phantom Menaced it a little bit. Like, we saw it because we wanted to love it so much.
Phantom Menace is a strong word, but it's one of those movies that every time...
I thought it was a decent movie.
Yeah,
but
it's all right.
Every time you think about Snow White and the Huntsman, and I know Josh McGoog has strong feelings about this, I'll say this, is that every time you think about Snow White and the Huntsman, it gets a little bit worse, and you're like, oh, that happened? As opposed to Mirror, Mirror, where every time I think about Mirror, Mirror, it just gets more and more delightful. Every time I think about all those little people, and Julia Roberts is the evil queen. What a fantastic, whimsical movie that was. I'm talking about Mirror, Mirror.
Yeah, right. Oh, stop
But Josh did not like Snow White and the Huntsman. Josh, the floor is yours because I know you hated this movie.
Snow White and the
Don't
Huntsman.
say the C word.
I'm not going to say it.
All right. I knew you were going there,
The C word is can't, because we believe in Schmoes.
All right.
Snow White and the Huntsman makes me angry simply because I went to see that for free, and I wish I would just gotten my time back that I spent in the movie.
Does it
theater.
make it a little better knowing that she was nailing the director the whole time?
No, it would have made it better had I been nailing.
Oh, all
her
right, fair enough. All right.
During that 2 hours that I spent in the theater.
All right, let's take another call from Schmoville because they've been giving us good ones to go off of for the worst.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in Schmoville. Who do we got? What stonks?
Hey, it's Chris.
What's up, dude?
Nice to be on the show.
Nice to have you on the show, my friend. What do you got?
All right, now, this one, I don't know if any of you would agree with me, but I was such a fan of the original trilogy, and this one just made me want to cry and crawl into my mother's womb.
Hobbit?
But it is The Bourne Legacy.
All right.
That's a great point.
Thank you. You know, I mean, again, go ahead, Mark.
Because you see The Bourne Legacy, and I was really excited watching the movie. I thought it was a cool action film. But when you compare it to the original trilogy, because the Bourne trilogy with Matt Damon had so many layers to it and so many intricacies, and the Bourne Legacy felt like a cool action movie where we got to do this, and here's the problem, and we kind of solved it, and that's the end of it. What was the thing that you hated the most about the Bourne Legacy? What was the one thing that bugged you the most?
Well, I was he's gone. He's been gone for 5 minutes.
You can't hang up on these people. Trying to have a real conversation with somebody.
He has to.
God knows I don't get it from you anymore.
I know. Well, the movie from you know what it was.
If you call on the show, you get 5 seconds. Well, I want to hear your guys' thoughts about Click.
He made the point. I didn't know.
He asked the question. I was asking a question.
He wanted to hear us talk about it. Yes, Kenny.
I finally have my choice. Can I say it? I researched it too. I recalled it. Again, it kind of goes towards a disappointing experience.
Kick you right out of here if it's the movie I think you're going to say.
I'm going to say The Hunger Games.
Okay.
Not because it was bad, but because it was such an emotional letdown.
Are you talking worst or disappointing?
I'm taking the conversation into disappointing.
It's a decent movie.
It is a decent movie. Sure. Makuga just said the reason why is the books.
Yeah. I read the first book. You gave me the second two. We all read the books.
But we're talking about Piranha 3DD and then
no, you're right.
Games?
It doesn't. It's not in a top.
If I can I'm going to make an overarching point here, then throw it back to Kenny because he's got more to say. Is that the way you factor in like a bad movie, it's not just the quality of the cinema you're watching. It's you go into something with an expectation level. Because nobody goes into Joyful Noise thinking it's going to be Star Wars. Right. And it's still a bad movie. But Kenny really hated The Hunger Games because you were very excited for it.
We did the Hunger Games podcast.
That's a good podcast.
We were so excited. Harloff got me hooked on the book.
Yeah,
and I can't separate the disappointment from my experience in the theater. I can't separate that.
I understand that. I can understand why you'd say disappointing.
Sure.
Worst, I don't know.
It wasn't.
I get to this.
It's enough to bring me back for the second film.
It's the most disappointing experience you had. Now, what was the worst part of the movie for you?
I think the lack of realism and grit. Especially in the arena.
The shaky cam was out of control.
Shaky cam was out of control.
I went 4 in the review. I'd probably go about. I'd go Ellis. I'd go 3.3 or something.
You know, and when I'm reading the book, like we joked on the podcast back in the spring, and I'm reading the book, crying in my room when one of the characters dies, and that key moment in the movie, and I'm like, "There's not even blood."
You
weren't on that.
Well, I want to take one more call from Schmoville here to talk about worst, and then we're going to transition into best to get out of this stink. Yeah. But all right, hey, you're in Schmoville. Who do we got?
RJ.
RJ, what's up? Welcome back, dude. What do you got?
Taken 2, that movie was just fucking terrible.
It sure was. I'm glad you brought that up.
Taken 2 was number 4 on my list, and I go back to the Napzok reasonings because there's maybe like 5 worse movies than Taken 2 this year, but I got excited to see Taken 2 because I like the first one so much, and I get mad when an action franchise gets run into the ground like that. It pisses me off.
It was a super cash grab, and it was so stupid. I mean, again, I bring this up every time we talk about this movie. These fucking grenades off the top of the roof, so stupid. Maggie Grace is up there. She's horrendous, by the way. She shouldn't act in a 7-Eleven commercial. And she's running around up on the roof, and she's firing off grenades, like because he's like, throw a grenade off the roof, and she's like, okay, and just throws it off. It's blowing up. No one cares. Like it's the 4th of July. Like she's throwing fucking lady fingers on the floor, and that's the kind of idiocy was in this movie. And my friend calling in, Schmoeville, RJ, what did you hate most about the movie?
Oh, you didn't hang up on him. But
you told me that.
All right. It's just like they should have tried something different with it. Like I felt like they did the same thing with the first one.
Yeah,
like with the whole revenge thing and all that, it just didn't make a lot of sense.
Right, and how many times are you going to kidnap this guy's fucking family?
I was with you, RJ, that it's a bad movie, but I will disagree with you that they should have done something different because they did do something different with this one. They got the daughter and the mom way too involved. Those broads are in that movie to be kidnapped, not to save the day.
Right.
Maggie Grace, even worse than the grenade scene, was when she's driving the car and Liam Neeson is like some sort of action hero driver instructor.
I mean, Mark, she's pulling out wheelies like she's Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder. You know, it's like it was unbelievable how dumb it was. It's like, get lost, Shannon Hatch.
Mark Ellis wants his women in action movies screaming like Kate Capshaw in Temple of Doom all the way through.
RJ, thanks for the call, dude. All right, we're going to transfer into best movies, but we got to do Tweet a Celebrity. All right, so everybody's going to
I got to prepare for that.
Interns,
He hasn't won anything all night.
What? He's not a celebrity. He's Shoesy Pants.
I don't want anyone tweeting.
And again, our buddy at Jordan, at Rowanette, I always say it wrong. Rowanette Review, Jordan Rowe tweets in, the grenade scene in Taken 2 had as much realism as MacGruber.
Nice.
All right, so let's get into as Kenny prepares and interns. You guys are working on.
You guys are still on the clock here, okay?
All right, so
we know somebody hot sat on your lap, Josh. You got to go back to work.
Look at Josh the Intern, like he just won the lottery.
He's glowing.
Look at him, sure.
He's smoking a cigarette, eating a sandwich right now.
Stick your face in there for a second. By the way, you're supposed to be in here right now because now you can talk about your best because that was the agreement also plus winning. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Be professional. So. Before we get into the best, and I know, so was that one of the, what was better? Roddy Piper slapping you in the face?
No contest, Kristen.
And were you expecting that at all?
No. I always wanted a Playboy Playmate to sit on me, so
when you're
I could knock off the bucket
there,
list.
When you're sitting there, like honestly, what's going through your head? Like, don't be disgusting, but in your head.
My father would be proud.
You got a cool dad. Did your dad watch? You think he's going to watch?
He's sleeping. That dude goes out at like 8. But I text him.
Okay.
I was like, watch tomorrow.
All right, good. Well,
when you wake up, Dad, take the blue pill.
Well, we've just ensured, by the way, that Josh the Intern will be with us until we are off the air. All right, so now we're gonna get into are we doing Tweet a Celebrity? Jeff the Engineer on that shit. So for those of you new to the podcast, what we do every week is we do a tweet a celebrity. Mm-hmm. We write down a celebrity's name, we get the Twitter handle, and then Schmoeville, after we pick, you guys tweet the shit out of this person and have a blast with it.
Whoever it is, we pick it out of Josh the Intern's semi-clean hat. Oh, it's going to be Joe's
today.
Okay, all right, Joe's Steeler hat.
Yeah. I'm putting in a name. I'm telling you, Schmoeville, you don't want mine to be picked.
Okay, I'll tell you this: I've never had my name picked.
Never,
me either.
Right.
Never had my name picked.
We want you guys here. I almost want mine to win because I want to see what happens to how Schmoeville gets mad at me. Okay, so let's pick it. Wait, all right, so let's have Shoesy Pants. You want to come over here and Shoesy Pants. All right, Shoesy Pants.
This is Joe the Intern, the losing intern.
Shoesy Pants.
Choosy pants.
Shoesy Pants.
At Judd Apatow.
At Judd Apatow. That's a good one. All right.
Let's get him on the podcast.
All right, so make sure you include us at
done.
Schmoes Know and tell Judd Apatow to get on the Schmoes Know podcast. I don't know if he's going to, considering we called his last movie, This is 40 Minutes Too Long.
We didn't do that.
I did. I sure did. Don't worry, a lot of people.
Josh McCouga who recommended that.
Do you guys ever go through do you tell who you just mentioned that you don't want Schmoeville to know who you picked? Do you tell people now? I mean,
I put Whitney Cummings.
Whitney Cummings.
Why don't you want to have Whitney Cummings?
Whitney Cummings.
I mean,
it took me a minute.
She's a buddy of mine. What's wrong with Whitney Cummings?
She's funny, and I like Whitney. I think she's great.
Okay. And wait, no, you want to play this game right now? Then I'm going to do this to you.
Yeah.
Is it you have to tweet Shannon Hatch in person and apologize for lumping her in with Maggie Grace time after time after time?
No. Shannon Hatch, the comedian.
Yes, she is, and you keep calling her that.
No, but that's not it. No, I thought Shannon Hatch. No, Shannon Hatch. It goes to Lost.
Shannon Hatch is a very funny comic.
Yes,
and
she
a dear
is. No.
friend.
I'm not making fun. I'm not making fun of Shannon Hatch.
I know you're a dummy. You're not smart enough to make fun of her.
My balls. I'm talking about, because think about Lost, fuckface. You have Shannon.
First of all, that kind of language. There's interns here.
Shannon from Lost dealt with a hatch. I put it in my brain, Shannon Hatch. I didn't. You think I'm going to think that Shannon Hatch is a comedian? Okay. She's a friend of ours.
Okay, guys, Grandpa had a little bit too much to drink at dinner, and let's just all go in the other room.
All right. Anyways, Judd Apatow right now is getting tweeted out of his face about getting back on it. Let's talk about the best movies. We're bringing on a comment for Schmoeville to get us started. Who do we have on in Schmoeville talking about best movies of the year? What do you got?
Oh my! I've been trying to get through all night.
All right,
you're through. That's Bane. We have Bane calling. Bane, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Kristen. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, Bane, I have a funny thought that you are going to say that The Dark Knight Rises is one of your favorite movies of the year.
My favorite movie is the same favorite movie as yours, isn't it?
Would that then be Zero Dark 30?
Yes, Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, Dark Knight Rises. It's like Bane meets Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
So all right, well, cool. So what was your favorite part besides you? What was your favorite part about The Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, that's a great question. I gotta say, it was probably the cinematography.
Bane, thank you so much for calling. Bane with a fantastic phone call.
You got to get him on the show next.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll tell you what the best part of The Dark Knight Rises was, in all seriousness, because I liked the movie, didn't love it, but the biggest problem I had with The Dark Knight Rises is that they showed in the trailer the best scene, and our buddy David Gambino pointed this out, is that the scene in Dark Knight Rises where the football field goes down, and Hines Ward is running the kickback, and everything behind him is exploding. If you had not seen that before going into that theater,
would have been more
that
epic.
would have that would have blown you away. And they showed that in the trailer.
Yeah, the bridges. That's a great point.
Do we have a You Reviewers category for worst trailer of the year? Because
that's what trailers do now. I mean, they just blow all the good stuff.
But it's one thing to be the Avengers and have the Hulk scoop up Iron Man for a sec. It's another thing to show that entire scene.
There's a very similar. You didn't see the latest Die Hard trailer, but there's a very similar scene where you're like, whoa!
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to. But all right, so we got to go to break in a second. But when we come back, we're going to talk a little more of best movies, and we're going to get into most anticipated for 2013. Before we go to break, though, real quick, guys, what I want you to do: go on Facebook or Facebook and Twitter, and tell your friends, say, "Hey, I'm listening to the Schmoes Know podcast right now. If you haven't checked it out, here's the link. Check it out. We want to expand Schmoeville. We want to get more people listening." To get, just more discussions about movies.
Let's break records here. People, get your friends listening for the last half hour. We're going to be talking about the best movies of 2012.
Nice. Ellis. So, what's going on with my mic? I can hear you. Ellis, good to have you back.
Hey, thanks, guys.
I
love those Washington Redskins.
Yeah, that's good. Now,
they sure are great.
This is the most I've felt like I've had a genuine, real you here.
Thanks, man.
So I just wanted to tell you that I'm a huge fan of your stand-up comedy when you're not talking about anything.
My album, Get Him to the Castle.
Get Him to the Castle.
Wait, you're not Mark.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the drunk Josh McCouga. And speaking of which,
I heard Get to the Castle and I came back in. Are we talking about great comedy CDs?
We're talking. To transition into that, we're actually talking about if you want to get Mark's CD, his comedy CD, you can get it on Amazon. Which is so good. A lot of people have tweeted us as far as how does it work with Amazon with us. If you see on the ToadHopNetwork.com in the bottom there's an Amazon link. literally, if you buy stuff on Amazon, which almost like everybody does, just do it through our page. It just helps out our show. You know,
a lot of people got gift cards for Christmas because nobody knows what to get anybody anymore.
I was just thinking, I got a gift card. I'm gonna buy your album.
Look, it's not $18.90 anymore. Okay, we're not Laura Ingalls Wilder. We're not getting peppermint sticks. People don't know what to get somebody else anymore. So you get a gift card. Go to Amazon through the Schmoes link. You can buy my CD, Get to the Castle, and give it to Mark Riley.
Well, that was my favorite. We have because David Gambino and Katie Sackhoff, who are on the show all the time, were both like, hey, the other day I was going on Amazon, went through the Schmoes link, and I was like, that's literally all you have to do. Just go through our thing. It helps out the show. It's going to keep us on longer. Joining us today is the victorious one himself, Josh the Intern. How are you, my friend?
What's going on, everybody?
Cheers. Josh, congratulations. Get me a beer if you want.
Joe, beer?
No, please don't call him that. Please don't call him that. Shoesy pants. Shoesy pants. So listen. So we are going to look at this massages here and everything.
Victory feels good.
Victory feels good. I'm sure it does. All right. So before we're gonna talk a little bit more about best movies. We'll talk to Riley about his favorite movie of the year so far.
Go around the
around the horn. Then we're going to get to a few. Think about while we're going around the horn here. Think about your most anticipated. Schmoville, want you guys to tweet in your favorite movies right now. Call in about your favorite movies, and then we'll talk anticipated. We have about a half an hour left, which sucks. It could go about another 2 hours. And real special announcement here. Talk to Toad Hop today.
Yeah.
The Schmoes Know podcast is going to be doing a full, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 hours of Oscar coverage on the Toad Hop Network.
Wow.
We're going to be watching the Oscars live on Toad Hop.
We're going to be a block away from where the Oscars takes place.
Yep.
So
we're going to be sending Josh McCouga down there to interview people hammered. Josh the Intern will be here. Shoesy Pants will be here. We'll have the whole crew.
Right.
I don't know if Tiffany's going to be here. Hey, do me a favor, Schmoville. Tweet Tiffany at Tiffany's Tweets and see if she's going to be watching the Oscars with us because we have no idea. So
we're all too shy to ask her. So
you have nothing. If you have nothing to do on Oscar night, you can watch the Oscars with your pals, the Schmoes. And Riley, if you're around, come hang out with us, dude.
Oh, I'll be there, man.
All right, good.
Sounds good.
All right, Riley. So going in with you, my friend. What do you have for your favorite movie of the year?
Zero Dark 30, my friend.
Look at you. I agree with you, my friend.
Yeah, I finally saw it. It was a movie I really, really wanted to see. I would say it wasn't my most anticipated, but I read the book that the Davy Seal wrote, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great, and I was not disappointed. It was amazing.
You know what it is? And I don't think we mentioned this in our review. For those you guys out there who like Homeland, right? It's like a way more intense episode of Homeland for like the first hour and 45 minutes, and then when you get to that last half an hour, it's impossible to watch that movie and not be like.
It's brilliant. There's no music.
Yeah.
It's just the sound effects and the moments that are quiet, like after they blow the doors to the compound and they're just walking in. You like I didn't catch myself breathing for 15 minutes.
It's insane. You know what it's leading towards. So even if some of the other moments of heavy dialogue and intense, it's not like they're arguing about some far off thing that we can't grasp because it's fictional. They're arguing about catching Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
So you're a little bit invested. And then once it gets to that raid, it's
just everything. And Jessica Chastain is so. I mean, I liked her beforehand. Hands down, should win.
She
Best
should.
Actress. I mean, she's fantastic.
I really by the way, too. There's not a lot of good, strong female characters in movies, and this is a great fucking character.
Christian has given the Best Actress trophy to 6 different women this year.
No, I didn't. I said nominated.
You said Naomi Watts should win. You said Naomi Watts should win for
supporting. Or did I say winning? Oh yeah, it was before I saw. It was before I saw Zero Dark.
But it's a good fight. Those are 2 strong women characters,
and they'll both be nominated.
They were the Ripleys of this year.
Yeah, and speaking of the witch, I don't know. Speaking of the witch, whatever. I think that another movie, Helen Hunt could get nominated too. The Sessions. You haven't seen it yet.
I have not.
Really good movie.
She's doing buzz. I've heard.
Yeah. All right. Josh, the victorious intern. What do you have on one of your favorite? Don't say Zero Dark 30 also because we already said that.
Is it Zero Dark 30? Is that your favorite?
That was my number one favorite.
I know it is. I know. But what
Check
else?
to the hot route.
Yeah. What do you like?
I'll go to number 2, Lincoln. I mean,
Thank you.
fantastic.
Yeah,
I have number 2.
And that's another one that's a battle with people. But what did you love most about Lincoln?
Man, that's hard. You know what? I'm into politics and history.
What didn't I like about Lincoln? Thanks for having me on again, Chris.
You know what? I didn't like about Lincoln was Sally Field for me wasn't the best thing in it. Maybe she
really. I loved her, and I love the story. I love the story behind that. By the way, I read this recently. Did you know that she was cast? She was cast when Liam Neeson was cast, and then when they cast Daniel Day-Lewis because Spielberg said, "Oh, she's too young, she's too old,
too old."
So she booed her, and she said, "Listen, I've known you all my professional life.
Yeah.
Give me a shot.
I've never fought for anything this hard.
I thought she knocked that out of her park.
I think she will get nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
I did too.
Let me say, Tommy Lee Jones for me, hands down, has Best Supporting Actor.
It's tough.
Stole the movie almost.
Listen, I love Tommy Lee Jones. It's a tough one.
It's a big key because you're saying almost. And again, let's not forget about the guy that played Lincoln. Because you do in the movie, it's just you're watching Abraham Lincoln and a bunch of famous people I've seen in other films that I enjoy.
I think the thing, though, going in with Lincoln that you have to know, because, again, I've heard, I knew my mother-in-law was going to hate it. I knew it. She wanted to borrow the screener, and I'm like, don't even bother. You're going to turn it off with intention. And she turned it off, right away. And
she just gave her a Looney Tunes kiss.
I liked it. But the thing was, you have to, first of all, you have to be into history. Second of all, you have to realize that the movie is not about the rise and fall of Abraham Lincoln.
There's no log cabins in Kentucky.
No,
it's just
it's about
from
the 13th
January to June.
I think that was a great choice, too, by the way.
Me too, I agree.
I think it was
and you're telling me when Tommy Lee Jones lays in bed, bald with the wig off and smiles, that smirky smile of his,
best.
That doesn't just wrap.
I almost wanted him to say, let Richard Kimball go.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's true. So anyway, okay, so that is the choice there.
For Josh the Intern,
Lincoln, number 2.
For Lincoln, because we've talked about some of my, I like Lincoln, but
Zero Dark 30 was your favorite.
Now I'm going to go to one I'm going to go to my number 2 that people have been saying, oh my God, I can't believe you put it over Dark Knight Rises, which Dark Knight Rises I loved. I'm going Perks of the Wallflower, and I'll tell you what, I watched it again the other night, and I will definitely go number 2. That movie, there's something about it. I just connect with that film.
Yeah.
I still think the editing is choppy here and there. I didn't give a shit. That kid Logan Lerman, you love it too?
They showed it on my street.
No, I know. In your neighborhood? It's have you seen it yet?
Yes.
It's fucking great. Logan Lerman, who I gave
By the
so
way,
much
it's not like they shot it in your neighborhood because you're Josh McCougal. It's not like, hey, where's McCougal? Because that's where we need to shoot this.
That's why they got the best tax credit.
I ate at that pork store. I ate that pork store. It was good. But the thing is, the thing is,
on the street, guys.
Remember when we said no? He's just gonna watch. It's the same. I'm kidding. I know you're right. I'm just totally kidding. Josh McCougal is great. We love having.
I just realized that's the same thing as me watching the Redskins this weekend. Is they're not playing for Mark Ellis.
No, but
they're not like, hey guys, we got to win this for the Schmo.
It's just Logan Lerman, who was horrendous in Percy Jackson.
Never saw.
Not his fault. It's just terrible. But the thing, he's so good, and you just care so much about this kid. And your girl Hermione, by the way, just knocks it out of the park. You understand why he's into her. You understand. I mean, and then what's the kid's name from What About Kevin? We got to talk about Kevin.
Oh, Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller. I mean, that kid. If someone gets nominated from that film, it's got to be him.
Really?
You don't think
I'd
so?
give it to the lead.
He's really good in it, but I think
I might give it to Best Adaptation too, because it was originally a book, and the guy who wrote the book directed the movie, and it blew me away too, because you're sitting in there, and it's right during that time of the year for the Schmoes when we're seeing like 6 screenings a week.
What the hell is this?
We're getting bombarded with stuff, and you're in a screening room. It's almost like being a rock band, and you forget what city you're playing that night, and you sit in there, and this movie just completely takes you over.
Yeah.
Much like my number 1, The Avengers, is because let us not forget. Look, I loved everything, and all these movies that we're mentioning are in my top 10.
But I love your reasoning why, by the way.
Yeah,
I didn't give you enough credit for this.
Yeah.
I love you. People gave you some shit for it on the list. Your reasoning why you put this movie number 1 is absolutely why you should have put it.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and tell
I love to hear you say it.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
No, but it's just hearing him say it. I was like, good for you, Ellis.
Yeah,
it's
like, look, you can go learn about Lincoln in history or Zero Dark 30 in history class. You can go to high school and experience being the person with Wallflower, but there's no way that reading a comic book can do what watching the Avengers on screen did. And then when you also consider the fact that this movie really started way back when they made the first Iron Man, and that movie had to be great.
It's great
and then
setup.
Thor had to carry the torch, and it's like it's like in an Olympic race when you have to grab a baton from someone.
Yeah.
That's everybody contributing, and then the fact that they all have to hang out and make this great movie together. That's so much pressure on one dude's back, and that's obviously the director Joss Whedon, and he knocked it so far out of the park. I had fun watching that movie.
Yeah.
It's why you go to the movies.
It's why you go to the movies.
That's what you said, and it's why you go to the movies. You have fun watching it. I get it. I mean, I think it was like number 5 on my list, and it's just one of those things. It's like, again, you're not wrong
on my list.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and it's a reason why it's in like the number 2 or number 3 most cashola of
Yeah,
all time.
biggest
grossing
box
all time.
office of all time. Jeez.
It should be mentioned that Joe the Intern also had The Avengers at number 1.
Nice.
Meaning I will now change my pick to Silver Linings Playbook. What a movie. You know, I go to the movies.
Ken Napzok, what do you got?
Well, it's a well-known joke inside the Schmoville empire that I'm too busy producing the podcast, writing my own movies, and running a pro wrestling company, Millennium Pro Wrestling in Simi Valley, California, that I don't actually get to go see movies. My favorite movie I saw in a theater this year, Raiders of the Lost Ark, IMAX experience.
Come on, re-release. Doesn't count.
If I
Doesn't
choose
count.
my favorite movie of the year of the 3 that I saw, it would be Skyfall.
Okay. All right. Now, that's great for bringing that up. Look, again, we got so much shit for not putting this on our list. I mean, our fucking profile picture on Twitter is Skyfall.
We were fans of it. There's like 6,000 comments on the video we're talking about.
Huge fans
At least 1,500 of those comments are why
not Skyfall? It was like the top-rated comment. Why not Skyfall?
If it was the top, for me, for Mark Ellis, if it was the top 15,
it would have been
Skyfall would have been in there.
Look, I love the movie. It's a great movie. It's probably one of my favorite Bond movies probably ever. But the thing was, I just enjoyed and connected to some of these other movies.
Yeah. Best Bond movies of all time. What was the one where Denise Richards played a nuclear physicist?
World's Not Enough.
Yeah, it was better than that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. All right, so let's take a call from Schmoville, and then we're going to get into anticipated. Think of anticipated movies, what you want to talk about. Hey, you're in Schmoville. Who do we got?
Hey, guys, it's George.
Georgie. What's up,
Georgie,
dude?
you told him to call back. You hung up on him unceremoniously, and he called back. Way to hang with it, George.
Georgie started his own YouTube channel, by the way.
problem,
Georgie,
guys.
what's your YouTube channel? Plug it.
So, can I give my number 1 of the year?
Well, you can, but I want you to plug your YouTube channel first.
What? Do what? I did it.
You plugged your YouTube channel?
What do you mean I plugged it?
You didn't plug it in, but no,
plug
it in.
It's George Reviews the Classics is one with some reviews and movie talk, and one with my short films is George McCann Films.
Great. Check that. All right, Georgie, what do you got?
Thank you. Okay. I've been getting a lot of shit for this, but Zero Dark 30 was the best film of the year.
Yeah,
and
agree.
it was the
100%.
best
Totally agree.
film in a decade. That movie slayed every Best Picture nominee in the past 10 years. Oh my God! What an amazing movie.
So basically, since Osama bin Laden's been on the map, it's been the best movie you've seen.
True.
But the thing about that movie is I knew how it was going to end. Like everybody pretty much knows
It's just great.
what's going
It's
on,
great
but you're sitting there
filmmaking.
riveted.
Yeah, you're great. Thank you, Georgie. It's great filmmaking the way it's put together. I think that I mean, if you've seen it, and I understand this. Some people, I mean, there's some people who just comment to comment, like who haven't seen the thing, like, well, that's not really happened.
Yeah.
Well, when you send me your footage of what really happened when you were there, then that's great. All right, let's take another call from.
I'm pretty sure Porky Pig didn't actually walk out and say that's all, folks.
I think you're right.
That was a little. Hollywood.
Hey, you're in Schmoville. Who do we got?
Hey guys, it's Matt Brown.
Hey, Matt Brown. What's up, Matt? Before we get into your best movie, I knew you were pulling your hair out during the intern contest. What was your overall thoughts of how that went down?
Be nice, Matt.
No, don't be nice.
You two need to bury your heads in the sand and dwell in the fact that you have disgraced yourselves and your family's name.
Wow.
Call me Roy. All right, so
guy doesn't mess around.
Matt Brown. All right, Matt. So what do you got, man?
I got to side with Christian on perks of being a wallflower.
Yeah, it wasn't. What was it?
See this now.
Now, what was it for you, Matt, that really drew you to that movie?
Well, the thing is, before that, my favorites were like Prometheus and The Dark Knight, and then this movie comes along that, I mean, I had never read the book. I don't even remember seeing the trailer, but I had a friend who had read the book and said it was good, and I thought I'd go see it. And this thing was insane. It was, what it did for me is it transcended being just projected celluloid, because the characters in it were so real, and because they were people that you knew in high school or you were friends with.
I couldn't
and
agree more.
It was something that it communicated with you as an audience member, because it knew who you were and what you went through and what maybe you are going through. And if you're still in high school,
Josh, Joe.
It really, the best way to describe it the movie made me feel happy.
Look at that. You know what, Matt, you and Georgie are competing for best callers. That was fantastic. And I will tell you one thing. $20. What do you need $10 for? All right. Thanks a lot, dude.
Oh, my God. That was the best line.
Best line ever. All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
You know what I like about Matt Brown is that he's like me. He pays other people to read the shit, and then it's like, oh, that could make a good movie. Then he goes to see the movie.
Yeah.
You know, he has friends that read the material, and then they're like, yeah, maybe you should go check it out.
Very true.
He also liked Prometheus a lot, and Prometheus is one of those movies where I still like the movie, but it seems like you bring it up now, and it's like you just ruined a dinner. It's like you just farted at the White House.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like I just said I like Prometheus. I didn't say
it's true. No, it's a back and forth. Look, our buddy Chris Stuckman really enjoyed it. Mark Riley really liked it.
Liked it.
I know that Shoozy Pants liked it, and you
I liked it, but not top 10 material.
I gave it. I gave it 4 out of 5 schmoes.
See,
and I stand
I don't
by
even. I think I gave it 3. I don't even remember it, but it's forgettable for me.
You were drunk, as you are in every review we do
in life. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to most anticipated of the year. Mark Riley, I'm not going to you first because I'm going to steal yours. I'm going to start and get it out of the way. Man of Steel.
Damn it!
Yeah,
host the radio
How'd you know?
show right there.
Yeah.
Is it because of my Superman tattoo?
That is it. So think of another one. Man of Steel. Now the funny thing about it. Now look, there's a lot of people, and I am not one of these people. Superman is my favorite superhero. There are a lot of people who don't like him.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of people who don't like him because he can't kill him, and it's too easy. And Batman is a normal person. So, a lot of people feel that way. So I am not. That's why I think a lot of people are gravitating towards this one because of the more kind of real gritty feel to it that it has so far, and the trailers have been fantastic.
Yeah.
It looks like Christopher Nolan is doing a Superman movie, and I know he's producing it, he's not directing it, but this feels like what Nolan's Batman franchise felt like, and it's one of the most realistic feeling superhero movies you could possibly see. And what's really interesting is that like if you look at the premise of Batman and the premise of Superman, the premise of Batman is a lot more realistic, okay? Because it's just a dude who's rich who pays a lot of money to be able to fly like a bat occasionally. Right. Superman is an alien and he's pretty much omnipotent except for one thing that hurts him. So how are you going to make this feel realistic in a modern world? It's gonna be cool.
I think they really posed a great question in the latest trailer when little Clark asked his dad, Pa Kent, should I just let him die? And Pa Kent was like, maybe.
Yeah.
That puts in some doubt into Superman.
Right.
You know? Like, what do I do? Like, do I become this more powerful person?
And I like the change. I like the change what they did there, and I like the difference that they're doing. And the thing was, and again, we said this in our review of the trailer, in every version of Superman that we've seen so far, he shows up. It's a Jesus thing. He shows up like, hey, yeah, Superman, come save us all. And this one, they're like, fuck this guy. We saw what you did in Independence Day. You killed us all. So it's so they're like putting their hands up, and they're like, who is? And he's got
that's the realism right there.
That's
I think if it came out now, or a being from another planet comes out with superpowers, we would probably be like, ooh, shit.
All right, I'll throw a curveball at you.
Pacific Rim.
I'm going to go into the realm of comedy for a minute. And I'm thinking, what's going to be the funnier movie? Is it going to be Anchorman 2, which everybody's really looking forward to? Okay,
looking forward to that.
Because the trailer, I was like, the movie will be funnier, right?
Is there a trailer?
Right. No, it's just a teaser.
It's a teaser fucking around. Or is it going to be, and you can attack me initially when I say it, is it going to be The Hangover 3? Here's why. Here's why. Because listen to my reasoning, okay? What worries me is that it was made so quickly after the second one.
Go ahead.
I want to hear this.
It was made so quickly after the second one, and the second one was just so, I hated the second one with every fiber of my being. Yeah. And it felt like a cash grab.
So bad.
This one is made so quickly after that, it feels like another cash grab. However,
it's in Vegas, which is good.
It's in Vegas. Yeah. And the other thing is that any comedian, and there's a few of us in this room, know that after you have a bad set, you can't wait to get on stage again. And I think that everybody involved knows that The Hangover 2 wasn't the best thing they've ever done, so they want to come back hard. I still think Anchorman 2 is going to be the funnier movie, but I'm excited to see The Hangover 3.
Oh, I'll see it.
In the same way that I'd be excited to see Taken 3. You know?
So your reasoning, I get it, but it's and you're just putting it out there because you want to talk about something in particular. It's not, out of all the ones, that's not the one you're like,
of course it's Star Trek, Christian. Into darkness we go.
That's what I thought. All right. All right.
It really is Star Trek. So
I know it is. I know it is. Josh the Intern.
Oh man, he stole my Man of Steel.
Well, you had all this time to think about it.
I know. Anchorman, I'm gonna say what you just said, Pacific Rim.
All right, Pacific Rim.
Because Guillermo del Toro has never done a bad movie in my eyes.
Okay.
I loved Hellboy too. I think it's better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wish he did The Hobbit actually, but if I get this and instead of that,
all right.
I'm fine with it.
All right, there you go.
It worried me just seeing a bunch of monsters fight and not seeing any human characters in the trailer. That I'm like,
they got Charlie Day and Earson.
Well, Riley, before we get
Riley,
before we get to your shoesy pants, come here. What do you got?
Oh boy,
it's weird when you say shoesy pants.
What's his name for today? We'll change it. We'll change it back to Joe next week. What do you got?
Yes, sir. I'll go with Star Trek.
All right,
Star Trek and Dark
good.
Knight.
So what is it about? What is it about Star Trek that you really want to see?
I just want him to do as well with this one as he did with the first one. I love the fact that he's taken it in a whole other direction. I'm totally buying into the fact that this isn't my William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy Star Trek.
Are you a big Star Trek fan?
Yeah, huge.
Okay.
So I'm.
Could he answer any trivia on it? God knows he can't. But
if it had been the whole Star Trek, I would have gotten at least 3.
Who was the villain in part 2 that started with the letter K?
Yeah. And Iron Man 3.
Shit.
Sorry, Jonah.
So I mean, look. The reason why is because, and it's what's so shocking. I guess that J.J. Abrams turned down Star Wars. He had that Star Wars feel to it in this one, like the latest Star Trek, and I think that's what was the crossover.
And for guys like you and me who still love Star Wars more than Star Trek, it's kind of fun going into a sci-fi movie that you know is going to be good with no pressure.
All right, there you go, Mr. Riley. What do you got?
Well, I'm gonna.
What?
Yeah. Well, who? Oh, me.
What do you have? How much time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was
You're
just
next.
pointing to
You
me.
want to go next? Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Iron Man 3.
Great one. Okay.
Yeah, because not only am I excited to see the continuation of what Marvel is doing by connecting, now we're going into phase 2, so we got the first one. I love the line in the trailer.
Guest alone. Leave the guest alone. Stop that.
I love the line in the trailer that he's like, everything changed after New York. So he's referencing the Avengers, and then it's going into his story.
Right. A lot of
which
pressure
seems
on
to be
this
a lot of
First
pressure.
one after the Avengers,
But I'll tell you why.
Shane Black.
Thank you.
Yep.
One of my favorite movies, top 10 movies all time, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. One of the best movies ever. So funny. Written, directed by Shane Black. He is now writing and directing Iron Man.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
And dude, they have, and again, I worked at Silver Pictures for a little while,
Yeah.
and I watched the relationship because Robert Downey Jr.'s wife was my boss at the time.
That's right.
So I got to see Robert Downey Jr. and Shane Black just interact, and they just get each other.
And I just read a story too that during the making of Iron Man, Favreau and Downey Jr. would call Shane Black for questions on
They're
the
friends.
script.
They're good friends.
They're like, hey, what do you think of that? And he would wherever he was, he's like, do this, and then hang up.
It's brilliant.
It sounded great.
I'm very happy for it. I think it's good. And again, I don't blame Favreau for number 2 because the studio pushed him and made him
really
pushed it. I'm not blaming him. So.
This is a good comeback pitch, though, because they unlike The Hangover, where I'm worried about it, they've had enough time to digest Iron Man 2, and then the Avengers came out. I think now they're going to be throwing some heat. With the third one.
I agree. Let's get to the person we've been wanting to talk to.
I'm right here. I actually already gave my pick.
Wait. I want to get to the person that we've been waiting for. That we should hear. He's been doing a lot of work. Who do we got in Schmoeville? Someone calling in right now.
Hello. Had the same joke.
Who we got?
I feel honored. This is Patrick from New York.
Hello, Patrick from New York. What do you got? So, what's your most anticipated film? Please be the same one as Kenny, so we don't have to hear him speak.
Well, I was going to say Catching Fire, but after hearing Mark say Iron Man 3, I'm going to have to change it to Iron Man 3.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I think that's
same reason.
All right,
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Yeah. That's what we're doing the show, Patrick. It's most anticipated films, and you know what? I'm even going to call myself out. And I was just talking about this, but Dylan Nash at DNash13. Hey, Christian, you might want to pick up those names you just dropped. All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Oh, dude, you should have when he's not on the podcast.
Stop it. All right, so here we go.
Hey, that was me and Marty Scorsese were hanging out having a meatball with Billy Crystal.
Oh, stop it! That was a pumpkin patch.
He does that all the time with me with Stacy Keibler from the WWE.
All right, so because of that little comment, Josh McCougar, what's your most anticipated film of the year?
I want to say without a doubt, Anchorman 2.
Anchorman 2.
My buddy's working on the set right now.
Name dropping. I like it.
And when he's done and it comes out, I'm bringing him on the show.
Oh, I love that. And when are we getting the girl from Perks?
Not the girl from Perks?
Isn't there the sister from
Emma
Perks?
Watson. She played Hermione.
No, Nina Dobber.
Oh, the sister of Chbosky.
Yeah,
Stacy. Yeah, I'll get Stacy on.
I love that. I would. You might get replaced.
And Nina.
That's
too.
That's Nina. Yeah. That's her.
I could get Nina and Stacy, who plays Stacy.
All right, you're my favorite guest we've ever had.
I can get Josh McCougar on the podcast.
Fair enough.
I once met Chevy Chase at an airport.
We've been very rude.
Did
Please
I name drop?
Can we please pass the mic, Jeff the engineer? What's your most anticipated film of the year? Just kidding, Kenny. Go ahead.
Thank you. I have 2 actually. 42, the Jackie Robinson biopic coming out. I think it's
Whoa,
about
look at
time.
you being independent.
I'm a big baseball guy. I think it's about time we had a real life look.
Who's playing Jackie Robinson?
Jamie Foxx.
Some dude.
Isn't Harrison Ford in there?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford's playing.
Harrison
Jackie
Ford is
Robinson?
playing Jackie
No,
Robinson.
he's
He's playing Branch Rickey, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
And then I got to say it. The Hobbit: Desolation of Smog.
Nice.
I want my faith in humanity restored.
Is that coming out? Oh yeah, I guess.
next year.
Yeah, that shit. All right. Oh, look, it's a smart move. Is it summer or is it next
December
Okay, good.
2013.
All right, Jeff, can we push it a little bit? All right, we can push it a little bit this week. Jeff, the engineer, is going to give us a couple more time because I want to take some more calls from Schmoville here, and then we'll do some. Yes, absolutely. Can you just leave it here? All right. Thank you, Kenny. Let's take another call from Schmoville. I want to talk about their anticipated of the year. Hey, you're in Schmoville. Who do we got? Hey, anybody?
Turn down
your radio, pal.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
How's it going?
Good. How are you? So, what's your most anticipated movie of 2013?
Well, I would just like to say I love your reviews. I just want to comment that real quick.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
I have two. Is that okay if I talk about two real quick?
Of course.
All right. The first one is Terrence Malick's To the Wonder.
Okay, good one.
And what was the second one?
It's all
I
right.
do the same thing all the time.
Yeah, it's all right. I just say that you're doing a reenactment of the intern game show. That's all right.
Okay, let's stand for the. It's option number 2.
Pretty good.
That was good. That was really good.
I just heard myself.
That was really good. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have a model to sit on your lap, but do you remember the second one?
I remember the second one.
What do you got?
I'm trying to think. Oh, shit.
No, you don't remember the second one. All right, just tweet us, my friend. I got to take another call.
Is it bigger than a shoebox?
Yeah, thank you very much for the call. But all right, let's take another call from Schmoville. Hey, you're in Schmoville. Who do we got?
Hey guys, it's Sean.
Hey, Sean, what do you got?
Calling in to my most anticipated movie for 2013 is Hands of Stone, the Roberto Duran biopic.
Wow, who's playing Roberto Duran?
Gail Garcia Bernal.
Really?
Nice.
All right. He's got a pack on pounds, though.
No
I guess,
mas.
like Raging
No
Bull
mas.
style.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good
big
one.
time. The beauty of it is, Robert De Niro is playing Ray Arcel.
Get out of here!
What?
Really?
How have I not heard
Serious.
of this?
No. The most amazing thing about that is, since I don't know if you know Duran, like he put on a lot of weight between fights. He'd go up to like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So the thing is, who better to have as his coach,
Than Jake
so
LaMotta.
to speak, than fucking Jake LaMotta?
Yeah, it's true. Dude, great fucking phone call. Thank you so much for that. And I wonder if they're going to show Roberto.
By the way, guys,
yeah.
I'm going to be spending the Oscars with you boys.
Oh, good, man. Thank you. All right, good. We got another good. And maybe we'll see Roberto.
Have an awesome night, guys.
Thanks, man. Maybe we'll see Roberto Duran punch a horse.
You know who we should try to get for the Oscar show?
Who?
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And
I hear Brett Ratner's not doing anything.
Yeah. He's not busy that day. He's not booked.
All right, I want to take one more phone call from Schmoville. Get one more movie we can talk about, and then I want to talk about a couple things that are coming up. So we can. All right, hey, you're in Schmoville. Who do we got?
Hey guys, this is Chris from Florida.
Hey, Chris, what's up, man? What part of Florida are you calling?
Calling from around Gainesville.
Very cool. Oh, I'm a Seminole, so I don't know.
Sorry about your Gators last night, buddy. Wow.
All right, yeah. All right, listen. So what?
Yeah, and Mark, I actually want to say congratulations on your Redskins victory, man. That was something.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, I don't shit on you when you get Giants
I didn't even say anything.
No, you actually did. You actually did this. When he was saying, go Redskins, you went,
yeah, you had it.
Let the man say, go Redskins.
Did I become Arnold also?
When was the last time I was in the playoffs? You can't let a man say, hail the Redskins.
What did I fucking tell you today? I said I'm going to be rooting for you guys today, especially they play these assholes. I'm going to be rooting.
Shut up and let the guy compliment me.
I'm letting him. Go ahead. What fucking movie do you want to talk about? What movie do you want to talk about? Go ahead and put it out here.
Actually, Christian, I want to say one quick thing before I talk about my most anticipated movie.
We got
Bears.
You son of All right, well, he's gone. All right, so the only reason I cut him off is because we have like a minute and a half left. But
nobody mentioned Smurfs too.
No one mentioned her. We got.
Wow.
Congratulations! I kid. Congratulations to your fucking.
It's not a matter of kidding. It's a matter of letting them talk to me.
Oh God!
Shut up sometime.
All right.
This
I don't
room
do
just
that.
got very tense.
All right, listen. All right, we got a great show. Let's not taint it.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a couple things. Kenny, plug is spelled PLUG, not PLUEG. All right, so here's one thing.
Spelling
guys.
contest next week.
Yeah, what we've been doing a lot, and this is something very important for Schmoeville. Please do this. Go to Schmo Plus. Just YouTube and throw in Schmo Plus. We're gonna do a video right now, Mark and I, and we're gonna upload it in probably like 10, 15 minutes, and we're gonna just talk to you guys about what moments you liked of the podcast, all this stuff, and then Josh the Intern is gonna be shooting some more stuff to where we're gonna put a lot of the podcast stuff on Schmo Plus. Josh McCougar is going to be doing some more stuff. We're going to have a lot of the podcast characters, and we love for you guys to just really be a part of that because we're going to try to get the podcast more viewers and everything else.
Yeah, go there and you can actually subscribe to Schmo Plus right now. Christian's got his web show up there, and
check out Kenny Napzok's Power Rankings on our website, where you can also check out Mark Riley's column that he does every week on www.schmoesknow.com.
Yes.
For everyone in the room, at Riley Around, REILLY Around. You got at Josh McCougar, at Joe Roog 23, at Schmoes Intern, at
Kristen Deluca.
At Kristen Deluca.
Thank you for being on the show,
at
Chris.
Cospan. Thank you so much, very much. Guys, really fun show. Really appreciate it.
Great show, guys.
You're awesome.
Go the Redskins.
Yes.
Josh the Intern.